replay crew, do not worry. I will get you timestamps as soon as I can. Now, I am not wearing makeup today, or right now. It is so unbelievably hot in LA today, and I was out all day walking around and running errands, and I just took a cold shower and came out of it, and I was like, no, no, my face needs to breathe. I will put nothing on this face until for sure at least tomorrow. Hello, Cindy. I'm so glad that you made it. Hello, Mrs. Imani. Let me set up something with the chat over here. I think we're gonna need some sort of... Pip says hello.
Hey guys.
Okay, that looks good.
What's up?
Hello, Jamara. Much better. Oh, hi, Denisha. Much better. I'm gonna reach out to you to do a session maybe tomorrow or Saturday if that works for you. I am feeling like 3,000 times better. I had the worst headache a couple of days ago. Hi Beth. I'm just gonna close this window shade right here because it's like 15,000 degrees in here, and no, I just need to cool down. I think it's actually also gonna make the lighting, yeah, it makes the lighting a lot better in here. Hello Sabrina. Hi Lisa. Thank you, Jamara. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm also not wearing any makeup because I was out all day. It was so hot. I just came back, I took a shower, and I was like, my skin needs to, I couldn't even think about putting anything on my face. Hi Mom, I'm so glad that you made it. Denisha, can you explain retentative psych? I don't know what that is, I've never heard of it. But we're doing, thank you, Sabrina. We are doing like cold on the spot. This is something I've wanted to do with you guys for a long time, which is basically, hi Sarah, love. I know I said I was gonna be on earlier, Sarah. We had a pivot today. Like I wanted to come on at 1 o'clock, but knowing us and how long and how fun these things are, I was like, I had to go pick up Pip at 3 o'clock today, and I was like, I don't want to cut it short because I knew I was gonna, as always, get on here and have a good time with you guys. So I'm glad that you made it, Sarah. I wasn't sure that you were gonna be able to because I know there's a big time difference. Hi, Steve. Thank you for understanding. Oh, Beth, you are so sweet. Mom, you have fans here. Beth said she's glad that you made it. Lisa Sims, I didn't go and watch the video I asked about the timestamps for, so thanks for putting them in. And I watched the video about Kenneth Copeland. Very interesting, right? Yes, Pip, my darling.
I got goalie gloves today.
Pip is very excited. He wants everyone to know he got goalie gloves today. Hello. No, I'm not her. Oh, I love. You know what? One of these days, Sabrina, I have big plans. I want to do yoga videos, and I want to do like a yoga nidra, which is like a very long, it's like a relaxation. And I've been asked a lot of you, from a lot of you guys, to do like a meditation video, or so I have a lot of plans. There's a lot of things that I want to do, and now that Mercury is direct, and over Saturday Venus is going to go direct, and then a couple of days later Mars slides into my first house, into my sign. So the next couple of months are going to be fire, 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 because I feel like I'm now just starting to come back to myself. Like the entire March was just a brutality. Oh, Pip wants to show you his gloves. He got goalie gloves. He's very excited about them.
They have amazing grip.
They have amazing grip.
They legit have.
Pip is 9.5. Oh, Steve. Steve said Pip, Pip, hooray. Hello, Zachary.
Like guys.
So that's it.
1 second, guys. Listen.
1 second, Zachary.
Listen to this. Listen to how much grip is on this.
There's some serious grippage.
Pass it.
I groused. No. I groused about buying it, but honestly, seeing this kid so happy, it's like.
What? It's like you have.
What's the point of money if you can't make the people that you love happy with the money that you have? So, Zachary, when I do private sessions, yes, I of course do charge. This is how I earn part of my living. But what we're gonna do today, this is something I've wanted to do with you guys forever, which is on the spot cold readings. Because yes, I do channel, which is why I always read from my notes in my videos. And I've been channeling a lot lately, but I'm also just like in the zone and I'm in the flow. And I was like, you know what? We gotta do this. We gotta do this. It's something that I've wanted to do forever. And I know a lot of you guys have really good questions, and I think it'll be just fun. Like, this is nothing that you guys are gonna ask me is anything that, like, I haven't looked into it before. It's like completely cold. You can ask me anything. Sabrina, how do you keep your skin? No, I'm not an astronomer. Sabrina, how do you keep your, so I put on facial oil, because especially now as I've gotten into my 40s, my skin has definitely been a little bit drier. So whereas before I could just do moisturizer, that doesn't cut it. So I'm always putting on facial oil. That's also what gives me such a beautiful glow. It's the oil, honestly. Hello, Samaya. Oh, Beth said nice gloves. 9 is my favorite age so far. I honestly love this age. It's amazing. Sabrina, my child is close to 5. Oh, honey, it just gets better and better and better. I'm excited for you. Ooh, may I please have one? I don't know what you're talking about, Sabrina. Zachary, okay, that's what's up. It is. Hello, M. Lovely to see you as well. Thank you, Sarah Lee. I don't know what was said, but thank you. IDGAF, you look like that one chick from the Matrix. Oh, thank you. I will definitely take, I am good with Matrix connections. I am perfectly okay with that. Oh, Millie. Okay, Millie, you're not the only one. A lot of you guys have been changing your handles, and I see handles and I'm like, I don't know who this is. Sabrina, facial. Okay, so I use the Marajuca oil or something from Trader. If you want, I'll go get it. I'll show you the bottle. It's like Trader Joe's. It's not fancy. It's just, it's good. And I also have like a lot of tactile sensitivity. So I don't like when an oil, I know this is gonna sound funny, when an oil is too oily. But you know, like sometimes an oil has like a really greasy residue afterwards. So I was for a long time using the argan oil from Trader Joe's, but it has a very oily after effect. Now I'm using the marula or marajuca or whatever it's called oil, and it absorbs quickly and it doesn't leave behind a greasy residue. It's like hot sauce. It's like Windex. I use that shit everywhere. I put it in my hair, I put it on my face, I moisturize my hands and my cuticles with it, I put it on my feet, on my body, everywhere. It's so versatile. It's fucking Windex. Steve, Cakes is on it. Zachary, love the background. Super cozy. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Sabrina, I meant I have one on the spot. Excellent. Cindy, could you please look into Fiona Barnett, an Australian who claims to have been MK Ultra mind controlled? I believe her, but I would like to know if she's genuine. Definitely, that's what we're here for. I'm gonna catch up on comments first, Cindy, okay? Jody, hey all. Hey, Miranda. Jody is my evil twin. I love that. Sabrina, we don't have, oh no, I'm so sorry. You know what? See if you can actually find it on eBay. Because I get a lot, eBay is actually one of the first places I go to look for things, discontinued things or things that I want, but I don't want to spend the full price on. So see if maybe you can find it on eBay. I kind of have a feeling you might be able to. Thank you, Samaya, darling. I appreciate that. Because you know what? I didn't put any makeup on, so I was like, you know what? Let's just like brighten this, let's just brighten everything up over here. I know, Lisa, I know you want me to look into Lance Bass. I'm first gonna look into, what was her name? Let me go back and see the Fiona Barnett. All right, let's see what Fiona Barnett's energy would like to share with me. So she said she's just starting to come back to herself. She didn't know for a long time what herself was. She didn't know who herself was. she felt so eradicated. She's showing me, it's very interesting the way she's actually choosing to show it to me, the reference. So I have here, what are they called? Blinds, right? So you know, you can, if you turn it, you can open it up and it's vertical, but you can also turn it and then it's closed. But then if you also pull down on the string, it opens it up all the way. So what she's basically showing me is for a long time, she felt like the blinds were closed on her. And then the more and more time she spent away from the word she used is the programming, away from the programming. At first it started to feel like the blinds were twisted open, so there were vertical slots that the sun could come in. And now, I think she said 20 years, now that it's been 20 years, I don't know if that means it's 20 years since the last mind control was done on her, or if it's 20 years since something else, but she said now that it's been 20 years, it feels like she finally can pull the blinds all the way up and she has full access to the sun. She's saying she actually has full access to herself right now. It took her years. She's showing me it felt almost insurmountable, like climbing up a mountain. But this is not just any ordinary, it's not like a, you know, like a, this is kind of like, the way she's showing it to me is like the kind of mountain that you would need like professional gear to climb. Like this was not an easy task. She felt like she was so disconnected from herself. And then, okay, she's also telling me another thing as well. She said it wasn't only the MK Ultra mind control, it was also what was done to her. That also, she's showing me, she's doing like this. It created a division within herself. She shut down parts of herself to survive I don't know if I can say the word, I'm gonna spell it out, okay? The ABUSE. So there was some ABUSE that was done to her, and she said it split her, it broke her, it split her in half. So for her to even start to get access to herself, to even know herself, she was so fundamentally shut down because of what was done to her. She's saying there's, it's something that really helped was, she never knew what love was. You know what, this is actually crazy. Was she, I don't know if this was an elite family, because she's saying it was her, there's a connection to her mom, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if there was, her mom was also abused. Oh shit, I already said the word. I don't know if her mom sold her into it, but there's some sort of a connection. She said there was a disconnect in terms of the maternal love and care and instinct that, oh, hey, Kristen, honey. But there was some sort of a disconnect from the love that she felt should have been shown to her and expressed to her by a mother or a motherly figure in her life, that she didn't understand what true love was. One thing that really helped her heal was learning, having, not learning, like the sensation of being unconditionally loved. There's somebody in her life that unconditionally loves her or loved her. I don't know if they're still on the earth plane. But there was she got to experience true unconditional love, and that actually started to help her heal. It progressed the healing rate much quicker than how she would have been able to have been healed without it. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say whatever it is that she has said, it's true. And whatever, yeah, I'm going to say yes. It's in, everything that she shared with me seems to be with integrity and honest. I'm not sensing any level of dishonesty from her. So I'm going to say, whatever the question was, I'm going to say yes. I believe her. Let me catch up on the comments. Oh, wow, I missed a lot of, okay, sorry guys, I missed a lot of comments over here. Hey Nicole, Jamara, damn, I have so many questions, then you actually come live and I forget them, start writing them down. Kristen, what a treat, hello and everyone. I'm glad that you made it, Kristen, darling. Jamara, LOL, Jamara, I do that all the time. Cindy, she accused Nicole Kidman's father, who is a psychiatrist, of it as well as parts of her, yeah. So I have previously looked into Nicole Kidman for a segment in a previous AMA. This is, I would, based on actually what was shown to me about Nicole Kidman's father, I would say yes. Because I remember when I had looked into his energy, he had basically said like, or what Nicole's perspective had been was that her father was very cold to her growing up. And it's because he liked to go into like the deep dark recesses of a person's soul, and then he liked to re-traumatize them by bringing them up to the point of trauma and then getting them to talk about it. And then after spending that much time in the dark recesses of a person's soul, like life just felt banal. So he had no, baby, you can't do that around here. He had no interest in like being a loving, caring father to Nicole Kidman. Now, I would definitely say if you're interested and you haven't yet seen that segment, go back and watch it. It was very, very wild. And like early on watching Nicole Kidman as an actress, she felt very emotionally constipated. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact in terms of how cold her father was to her growing up. Lisa Sims, you know Justin Timberlake did a concert here a few months ago and it got canceled at last minute. Can you look into what may have caused that cancellation? He at least back then, I don't know if he still has it now, he had a drinking problem and he couldn't get his shit together. That's what's being shown to me about him. I mean, we know he got pulled over for DUI, so he obviously had some sort of a, something. Nicole, Jamara, happens to me all the time. LOL, have to write stuff down before joining. Zachary, 20 years since she's been MK. Oh, thank you for the context, Zachary. I did not know that. Steve, I am the same Jamara. I'm drawing blank. Hey, Kristen. Yes, thank you, mods. You guys, thank you. Jamara, LOL, right? Some of the time I'll write down, but then I don't care to know anymore. Lisa Sims, a lot of people were upset about it because it was the second time and lots of fans felt like he flaked out on them. Well, so from a fan's point of view, I could definitely see it that way. I actually shared a story with Pip the other day, and I'll share it with you guys as well. So for my 30th birthday party, my then husband, Pip's dad, had bought us tickets for a Lady Gaga concert because I was obsessed with Lady Gaga. I still like her music. I like to jam to it, but I'm awake now. But this is like right before she blew up. So he had gotten us tickets. He got front row seats for a very, very small venue that only held like 3,000 people in Atlantic City. And then overnight, right? Like that, her career blew up and she canceled the venue where she was going to perform in Atlantic City for 3,000 people. Because why do a small performance when you're going to earn a small amount of money, or you could then go perform in Madison Square Garden for 30,000 people and earn a lot of money. So I never got to see Lady Gaga. And yeah, I was disappointed, but also it's like, her career blew up. Like, I kind of got it. I was disappointed, but so from a fan's point of view, I definitely get it. But I look at it like, at least with like Justin Timberlake, it's not like he's working through some shit in his own life. Because if you look at what alcohol is, people turn to alcohol because it is an escape from reality. So imagine how in despair he must be feeling because of his reality that he is escaping with alcohol, that it is starting to impair his ability to actually perform and be a performer. So I can see both sides of it. I see it from the fan's point of view, but I also see it with a lot of compassion from his point of view. Cindy, totally correct. Thank you. And this is not somebody I've ever looked into, so I'm glad that the information resonates. Hello, PH Rolls, my darling. I'm glad that you're here. Yes, you get to ask your question today, my darling. I know that you've wanted to ask for a long time, and I am. Oh, it's Frolls. Thank you, honey. But I'm really glad that you are here, Frolls. Thank you for the correction on how to pronounce your handle. Nicole, Jamara, timing is everything, and the guides know it. Isn't that the truth? Jamara, I think the energies of my curiosity doesn't want me to know. Oh, no, I promise they do. Steve, Rolls Royce. Excellent, Steve. I love that. Hello, Blue. Right back at you. Beth, Beth, I love you. Thank you, darling. From Beth, she said, gentle reminder to hit the like button if you are enjoying this video, please. Thank you, my darling. I appreciate you so much, Beth. Sabrina, can I ask about myself? If you make some sort of a super chat or super thanks, yes, you can, but it has to be $10 or more. Energetic exchange. Millie, I have 2 cues. What does it mean to see somebody else's third eye? I love that question. And what is the spiritual meaning of getting styes in your eye? And don't worry, Lisa, I know you want me to look into Lance Bass, but hold on. So, yes, I was a former I mean, I could totally jam to her music. What does it mean to see? So when you can see somebody's spiritual eye, it means you are on a similar or complementary vibrational level to them, but it also means you are actually evolving past your 3-dimensional eyes to where you are graduating to this eye. So I would say this is a very positive thing if you can see somebody's third eye, because it means you are on a complementary or similar resonance to them. But it is also some sort of an indication that you're graduating past this, and so look at it this way: it's an evolution of your own personal consciousness and an expansion of it. So it's very, very positive. Now, what is the spiritual meaning of getting a stye? So it's being shown to me as it's clearing out some sort of a debris in the eyes. Now, I have a feeling that you're asking this because it's happening concurrently or at the same time. So it's kind of like it's a detoxification of these, because as you're graduating past this and you're connecting to this, what is actually happening is it's some sort of a detoxification. So again, I would say it's a positive thing. It's an invitation also to look. You might need like eye drops or like antibiotic eye drops or something like that, but it's a detox of some kind. So it actually is very positive. Right? Great questions. Zachary, hey gorgeous Solar, you remind me of the woman who played as Gabrielle in Constantine. I'm gonna have to go see that because I haven't seen it and now I want to. Jamara, okay, let me think of a good one. BRB, Zachary, but way more feminine. Thank you, Zachary. And I hope that I don't know if you've seen my other content when I actually have makeup on. I probably shouldn't do that. I probably shouldn't be like, yeah, go look at me when I look put together, but I am. Go look at me when I look put together. Frols, yay Faye, I will ask them now. Hello, Jada Love. I gotta refill my kids' water. BRB, and you get to enjoy my beautiful backdrop while I am refilling my child's water. I will be right back. Baby, can I give you a homework assignment, love? Love you, Lou? Love you, Lou? Can you please close the shades in here? Only in this room. Because we're going into the twilight hours and the house is going to be a fishbowl. Here you go, love. Okay. I'm back. Let me catch up on comments. Yes, it is great that I am on. Thank you, Jada. Jamara, is instant manifestation a thing? If so, how? Drastic energy shift. Everything is cool, but this idea of timing is what irks me daily. So it's being shown to me that it depends what it is, right? Because there's certain things that we may have put when we were being the cosmic creator of what our soul is going to experience in this lifetime. We may have put some things in like escrow, so to say, that we were only going to be able to access them or have it come to pass at some future point. So for things like that, the instant manifestation, it's not, because it's not necessarily free will, so it doesn't supersede something that you kind of planned for yourself. But if you want instant manifestation, it's more lining up, because this is something that had been shown to me in the past, but it was shown to me, so weird, as ribbons. So do you guys know, like, if you wrap up a birthday present and then you take a scissor, so you wrap up a bow and then you take the scissor and then you like pull it through, how it makes like a twirly, like it makes the ribbon twirly. So the way that it was shown to me, if you want to line up with something, it was shown to me like a ribbon. But now I want you to imagine that there's a ribbon that has every single color of the rainbow on it. So it's like a rainbow colored ribbon. And then you can line yourself up with whatever color it is on the ribbon. That will determine where it's going to go. Because some ribbons are at, you know, at the top, the middle, whatever it is, either it's a different order. So you can kind of, depending on what your own personal vibration is, it's going to line you up with one of the colors on the ribbon, and it's a vibration. So if you want to manifest something, it's really a matter of just lining yourself up vibrationally with the vibration of the thing that it is that you want. But again, I'm going to remind you, it can never be something that's going to supersede another person's free will, right? Like, what if you want to manifest a relationship with Bob? But does Bob get a say in this? Like, does Bob like you? Does Bob even know that you exist? You know? So it can't be something that's going to supersede another person's free will. But the way that you do it is to line up with the vibration of whatever the thing is that you want. So it's not a simple yes or no or black and white kind of an answer to the question, but it is possible to manifest something, and it's through the vibration. So I would encourage you to spend time in meditation or meditating on what is the vibration of the thing that you want, and then try to line up with it that way. Now, I know some people who actually, their way of trying to line up with the thing that it is that they want is to go look at the thing that they want, but not from a place of lack, as in I can't afford this or I can't have it, but from a place of I can have it, I just don't want it. So I actually know a woman, she used to go, I haven't seen her in years. When I had seen her, she used to go to the Bentley showroom, Bentley car, because and it's not even that she wanted a Bentley per se, but she wanted to just think about, like, what's the most luxury car that she could think of. And what she did is she would go to the Bentley lot and she would walk around, and then, you know, a salesman would come over to her and say, can I help you? And she would be like, are these all the cars that you have today? And he would say, you know, yeah, we can order something else for you if you want. It'll take a little bit of time to get. And she'd be like, no, that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to see what you have available right now. That was her way of, like, flipping the script. And where it wasn't about, I can't afford the Bentley. It was like, oh, I can, but you don't have what I want today. So that was her way of lining up with the thing that it is that she wanted. But from a place not of lack, as in I can't afford it, but as in I can, you just don't have what I want right now. So I hope that answers your question, Jamara. Oh, Jada said good night. I'm sorry we missed you, Annie. Thank you, Sabrina. Now, definitely ask your question, my darling. You are most welcome, Millie. Froles, I would love it if you'd be able to take a deeper look into Aaron Pierre. I know. Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor as a couple, please. I definitely will. You know what? I brought my notebook over here. I'm going to start to write things down, though, so that way I'm not answering questions out of in order. Because I know that Lisa had asked me to look into Lance Bass, and I also took some questions in between. For shame, Faye. Hold on, let me write this down. But also, I remind you guys, if information comes to me, like, in the moment and in the spot, you know, I always say it's like a faucet. I'm not turning the faucet off, right? Like, if the information comes right in, I'm not going to be like, oh, no, not now. So I kind of have to go with it. But you are asking about Aaron Pierre. And Teyana Taylor. And Froles, please let me know what specifically the question is of what you want me to look into with them, okay, honey? Jada Love, who was on the helicopter that went down in New York again? are you asking me three-dimensional information? Because that I certainly do not know. Steve, can we please look into the TZLA plasma healing machine and its potential? Yes, TZLA plasma healing. TZLA plasma. I will tell you this, Steve, because again, the information is falling into my head. It's a vibration healing. Thank you, Zachary. Nicole, Jada, my husband just told me about that incident. Jada, was anyone special on that helicopter there? Oh, God. Oh. Thank you, Jada. I know the backdrop is amazing, right? Thank you. Hello, Trey, my darling. Trey, I used to get styes all the time. Nightmare. I started washing my hands a lot more and they went away. I'm in eye rubber. Hey, love muffins. So that was a detox of some kind because you were in the process of ascending, Trey. Hi, Ashley, darling. Millie, good question about manifestation. Oh yes, timing irks me too. Jamara, what is the next best herbs and sups, THC, that aids in getting lifted and open? Meditation. I'm not a fan, and this is, this is my 2% personal. I'm not making it right now, kid.
Okay,
This is this is my 2% personal opinion. I'm not a fan of taking any recreational things to open you up when meditation will do the exact same thing. And it does it naturally, and it does it in a, and again, as I always say, you do you, boo. Like, I don't judge anybody, I have friends that smoke weed and that drink, and it's like, okay, whatever, like, I don't care about that. This is my 2% personal opinion, and I will always share it with you as such. But it's like, why turn to that when meditation will do the exact same thing? And meditation has other benefits as well. Like, meditation changes the gray matter in your brain. So it's like, I'm just not a fan. And also, when I was in one of my yoga teacher trainings, my guru had spoken extensively about it, and it's like, some of that shit, it can short circuit things in the brain, and it's like, I'm just not a fan. I hope that didn't sound too. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I hope you guys know that. That's why I always say 2% personal opinion, and I always remind you, you do you, boo. Sabrina, my question is, do my guides have any specific information for me? Thanks. Sabrina, I might not be pronouncing it correctly. Is Catalo your surname? And if it is, do I have your consent to connect to and to read your energy? Jada Love, hi Faye, can you tap into my energy and see why I get exhausted? Am I an empath? Jada, I am happy to answer your question. I'm doing personal reads with a donation of $10 or more. So whatever it is that Sabrina gave, if you want to give the same amount, that's okay. Ashley, hey, how are you? I am doing fantastic, my darling. Thank you. Zachary, what's your take on deja vu and reasons for it happening to some of us? I actually have an entire standalone video where I've looked into deja vu, but I'm not going to make you go back and watch it, of course, unless you want to. I'll tell you what had come in that video, which is that deja vu is, look at it like it's you're receiving like a tap on your shoulder from your guides or your guardian angels. Really, mostly it's more specifically like your guides and your higher self. They are bringing something to you that your conscious mind has not yet either registered or caught up to. But if you get a sense of deja vu, pay attention to it. Now, there's also a reason that I don't know if, now that I have this new backdrop, if I can sit on my desk, because I'm sitting here and it's making all sorts of noises. I might actually have to mount it. I'll just add a few more holes to my wall. My walls at this point are very holy. They look like, what's that holy cheese? Cheddar, I think? They look like cheddar cheese. I have cheddar cheese walls. But basically, what was I saying? This is about deja vu, right? So it's something that your conscious mind hasn't yet caught up to. So if you, I was saying it's connected to the Matrix. Okay, there's a reason that Deja Vu is actually in the Matrix. And if you're new here and you haven't been here for a while, I really talk about the Matrix as if it is a documentary, because it is, right? It's a documentary that is being presented to us through the lens of it being some sort of a fictitious movie. So it's a fictitious retelling of something that is in fact real. Except in our version of the Matrix, we're not hooked up to a machine that siphons our life force energy through something in our neck. The way that our life force energy is siphoned off of us in this version of reality is through meaningless jobs and, becoming corporate slaves, or working so hard that you don't have time at the end of the day to pursue your passions, or hookup culture, or it's taxes. So those are the ways in this reality that our life force energy is being siphoned off of us. Now, the reason that Deja Vu was mentioned in the movie The Matrix is because Deja Vu is a very, very real thing. And the way it's presented in The Matrix is that there is a tear in the actual Matrix. So look at it this way: when we experience Deja Vu, it's coming from the other realm, because it's coming either from our higher self, which is residing in energetic escrow with God, or it is coming from our guardian angels or our guides. Our guides are also on the other side. So any deja vu that we receive is coming, if you will, from a tear in the Matrix, because it is coming from the other side. That's why it was added to the movie The Matrix, because it's a huge tell. It is a tell that these things in fact are real. There are tears in the Matrix, and to pay attention, right? Because in the movie The Matrix, what happened? Neo was walking up a flight of stairs and he was like, well, that's weird. Didn't I just see that cat? And they were like, everyone else was like, whoa, 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 we gotta pay attention to that. Same thing, pay attention when you have a strong sense of deja vu, because it is something that is coming from the other side that your conscious mind hasn't yet caught up to. So I hope that answers your question, Zach. Infinitely Celine, is hearing static frequencies a clear sign that spirits is contacting me? Sometimes shortly after or during. I believe they send me images that I don't understand or think that I'm making it up. All right, so first of all, I want to tell you, you're definitely not making it up. A lot of highly gifted people think they are going crazy, because society has done a really, really great job of framing highly gifted people, especially people that hear what? Voices, that they're crazy, right? And there's a medical term for it. They tell you you're schizophrenic or you have schizoaffective disorder, because the 3D doesn't understand gifts. And doctors that are indoctrinated into the Rockefeller medical healthcare system certainly do not understand it either. So they tell you there's a pill for that. What does the pill do? The pill just shuts down. Hi, baby, I love you. The pill just shuts down your gifts and abilities because it numbs you out to them. Now, what's been shown to me in the past about frequencies is it's actually a, when you hear like a ringing, or even like, what do they tell you, like tinnitus, how do you pronounce it, tinnitus or tinnitus? It's a ringing in the ears, right? That's actually a frequency recalibration. So you could look at it like when you're hearing ringing in your ears, it's a recalibration of your frequency that's getting you ready to receive more of your gifts and abilities. So it's a positive thing. Thank you, Sarah Lee. Guys, can we get some hearts for our fantastic mods? This channel would not function as beautifully as it would, and the comment section would not be as lovely and supportive as it is if not for our mods. That's right, more hearts, guys. Thank you to all of my mods. You guys are amazing. Ashley, manifestation is a lot of visual positive affirmations. I mean, that's definitely, I know, Sabrina, isn't it? So look at it this way. What is a positive affirmation? I mean, I love you guys. More. I want all of our mods to know how much we appreciate them. It's exactly what it says, Ashley, it's positive. So anything that's positive has a higher frequency and a higher vibration. Yes, guys, I love you. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, Sabrina. Yes, Beth. Yes, Sabrina. It's always fun. Ashley, someone important that the powers that be wanted. Oh, we were talking about the helicopter. Zachary, excuse me, but I never did ask, but what's the best name you prefer? Faye, Solar, or your first name? Thank you, Zachary. I appreciate that. You can call me Faye, because that's my name. And Zachary, I love that you even spelled it my preferred way, which is F-A-E. I even have a necklace that says Faye, and I didn't spell it F-A-Y, it's spelled F-A-E, because that's my preferred spelling. Every chance we get to love them fairies, we are all about the fairies over here on this channel. And I took down, hold on, I gotta get my fairy. It's over here. I took down my fairy. Cause I don't know, like I might get like some gold stars or something to put above my sun. But my beautiful little fairy, my Tinkerbell, I took her down, and I don't know, maybe I'll put her up here. Maybe over here. I'll put her up and I'll get some stars or something like that. But I appreciate the question so much, Zachary. Thank you. Millie, at Trey, I lived in Taiwan for 2 years, and I would get them like every 2 weeks for months on end, and everyone suspected it was pollution, etc. But I also do resonate with this spiritual explanation. Jamara, what's the secret to hacking discipline? How do you get up one day and actually stop doing what you've always been doing? It's self-love. You don't have to do anything. When we love ourselves enough, we will stop engaging in behavior that does not support the highest version of ourselves. So there's some sort of a wounding there, my darling, okay? Frols, okay, I'm back. Hope I didn't miss it. You're always missing something here. There's always something happening. I had to type all of my questions down in order to copy. I love that you did that. Jamara, I figured you say do the high vibe things. My meditation hasn't gotten to that level yet. I love that you said yes, Jamara. Ashley, yes, substances are Pandora's box. Jamara, no, that makes sense. Keep your channel vessel clean. Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sabrina. Yes, married name is okay, so Sabrina Catalo or Catalo Rose, and I have your consent. So you want to know if God damn it, what was the question? It was, do your guides have any messages for you, right? Anything they want you to know? They love you. They're so proud of you. They want you to know they see you. Really, 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 really see you. In like the most crystal clear, without any obfuscation, without any veil, without anything that would prohibit the way in which they could see you so clearly. There is absolutely no obfuscation in the way that they see you, and they wish that you could see yourself the way that they see you and the way that they know you. Because they're saying a few things. First of all, A, you're lovely. B, you're a powerhouse. C, you're magnetic. And D, all of the above. What was it? So lovely, powerhouse, magnetic, all of the above. They're saying that this is who you are when you are the highest version of yourself. So how do you know when you're in alignment with the highest version of yourself? You're in your power. You are a lovely expression of yourself, and you are magnetic. So those are the ways in which you can tell that you are in alignment with the highest version of yourself. They also are saying lovely is another way of saying kind. To be kind is to be lovely. And they're saying that you are very, very kind. There's something they're actually saying that kindness is like, it's like an umbrella. Everything else that they're saying falls underneath kindness. Because when you are kind, you are being lovely. When you are being kind, you are in your power. And when you are being kind, you are the most magnetic version of yourself. So, and they want to remind you, it takes an enormous amount of internal strength to be kind, right? Because sometimes we might think if I'm kind, I'm going to get taken advantage of. So in order to actually embrace our kindness, we have to be in the we are resolute in our own internal strength and knowing that we are in vibrational alignment, that we cannot be hurt or be taken advantage of at that time. So they're saying just look at kindness as the umbrella, and all of the other points are under the umbrella. So just remember, lovely, magnetic, powerful, kind. And they are also saying if you, they're telling me two things, meditation and movement, but I would say it's movement maybe specifically in nature around flowers. I don't know if you have some sort of a botanical garden or some place with a lot of trees, or if you can go swimming, not in a chlorinated pool. If you have like a lake or an ocean or something like that, that's natural. It all has to be natural. They're saying it's going to help you start to see yourself as you are without your own personal veils that are going to obfuscate the way in which you see yourself as well. So I hope that answers your question, Sabrina. Ashley, they will change your brain chemistry as well for the darker nature. Zachary, I'm aware to a degree. It's just to hear from your... Thank you, Zachary. Lisa, yes. Do the high vibe. Plus, you don't know how it can change your energy makeup, but everyone has free will to choose. Hello, Jenna, my darling. Yes, Swiss cheese. Thank you for that. Bismarck, I'm glad that you are here. Swiss silly. I'm always going to forget something, as long as you guys know it, and I know that you accept me as I am. Jada, is Clive Davis arrested? Is he in jail? No, he's not. Not yet, anyway. The fallen slave, Suso. The Matrix is made of cheddar cheese. It might be. Frols, last time you said that Aaron sees Teyana as a possible future baby mother. Wouldn't he want to marry her first in the future before that? Or is he not serious about her yet relationship-wise? No, he sees marriage as a trap. Literally as a trap. The word just came, like, his association of marriage is it's a trap. So he doesn't necessarily see, you know the expression, like, what, you have to put the, like, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? In his mind, you don't need to be married to be committed to a woman and to have babies with that woman. Teyana doesn't see it that way, though. So from Teyana's point of view, like right now she's content, you know. And also here's the thing: how many of us have been programmed to be the cool girl? Right? I don't want to talk about what's important to me because I'm going to scare him away. I don't want to tell him that I want to get married because I'm going to scare him away. We all, as women, to some degree, end up advocating parts of ourselves for our partner. So right now, she's like, she wants to be the cool girl. I think at a certain point, if this relationship goes the distance, she's going to start to come more and more into her own as she starts to feel more and more secure with him. And I think she's going to push for marriage. Now, it's questionable because, again, to him, it's like it's a trap. But I love you, baby. Why do I have to have a piece of paper, you know, to tell you that I love you or that I'm committed to you? He might end up coming around, though. Again, everything that I see that's future is a potential only. There's no absolutes whatsoever. But if these two actually do go and end up going the long distance, she may actually get him to marry her, because I think again, as she comes more and more into her power, this is something that's going to really matter to her. They also might have one kid before they get married, and then she might really start to push, like, come on, baby, don't you want your kids to have, you know, she's gonna find, I think she's gonna find a way. She's gonna find a way. Let's wait and see, though. Thank you, Sarah Lee. Wow, Sarah, you have been busy, my darling. Ashley, substances will invite, yes, I've done a whole video on it, right? Will invite entities into your body because you are not in control at a certain point. Thank you, Steve, as well, for hiding some comments. Frols, Teyana is divorced with 2 little girls. Does he already feel connected to them? If he's met them already, is he ready to be a stepfather? No, he definitely doesn't feel ready yet. He loves Teyana, but it's, so the way it's being shown to me, I mean, he's not mincing words here. He's showing the children she has like a suitcase, as in baggage. Now, again, this is not to say he doesn't love Teyana. It's not to say he's not going to step up, but he doesn't feel as connected to her littles as he feels to Teyana herself. Nicole, when I was a kid, I had deja vu all the time, almost daily. Highly gifted, my love. Hello, TWC Myers. Frols, last time you said that he's the one who's even more into her. Do you sense that she's his ideal type, mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually? Yes, I think so. There's a lot of sexual chemistry and sexual attraction between the two of them. And I would say they're most sexually connected. There's emotional connection, there's physical connection because there's sexual connection. The only thing that they're not fully on the same page about is their mental. They're not mentally quite there yet, but everything else they are definitely. Thank you, Beth, for calling out the mods. We do love the Beth. We do love the mods very, very much. Frols, when you I love that word. I love aforementioned. Is that not a great word? When you aforementioned that you sense the sex they're having, do you think it made Aaron even more? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because here's the thing, the sex that they're having is not just physical sex. It's also like it's a chemical attraction at this point between the two of them. Like it's beyond sex. There's like, I don't even know what that means. Like there's some, I don't even, again, sometimes I say things and I don't even know what I'm saying. There's like, it's a chemical attraction at this point. I don't know what that means. Whatever they have going on between the two of them, it's chemical. It's not just sexual. Infinity Saline, thank you for sharing your insight. You are most welcome. This is my purpose and my meaning in life. And my life got a lot better when I actually accepted it. Lisa Sims, Tinkerbell would look great right there. Oh, all right. So Tink is going to go up here. And then I'm going to get, or maybe I'll move, because I actually have on my other wall, I have gold stars. Maybe I'll move the gold stars. I'll bring them over. I'll show them to you if you guys want. But if you want, I got some gold stars. I can move like the gold stars on the other side just to like balance things out. Because, you know, the Virgo in me will not be happy if it's not even. Frols, do you see the relationship will last and become even? So here's the thing. I'm going to remind you again. Anything that I see in the future, it's a potential. Their free will can supersede anything that I can see. So it's only a potential. But do I see that the relationship will, I think I answered that, and become even more serious in the future? How does his family feel about her and vice versa? The family doesn't, not that they don't like her, but they also look at it like, okay, whatever, just another, they don't know. Here's also the thing, how much does your family know what goes on in your relationship, right? So I don't think that they see it as anything special at this point. You know, again, it's a private relationship between the two of them. So I think, should they, and here's the thing, I actually even think if he had a kid with her, his family would still be like, oh, whatever. If he married her, then they'll know that he was serious about her. Because I think he's probably made it abundantly clear to his family how he feels about marriage. Zachary, wow, I love your take. I see deja vu as a phase of our current self stepping into a timeline of our future self, or becoming more aware of an event within a timeline, even a possible loop in time. I love that. Frols, how does her ex-Iman feel about her moving on with someone else that is seen as very hot so publicly? He also doesn't mince words. He's going like this. Stinks. I think he's more, it stinks for him. I think that's what he's actually saying. Like, he doesn't like it. I don't think it's an indication of anything else though. Hello, Andrew. Thank you for your kind compliment. Millie, what a sweet message. Wonderful message from guides. Guides always bring the goods, guys, right? Frols, is Aaron comfortable with how they hard launched their relationship on Instagram? Yeah, I think so. Beth. Oh, thank you, Beth, darling. I appreciate you so much, Beth. Zachary, you obviously have a connection with far beings. They're connected to the elemental kingdom and angelic realities. Thank you, Zachary. I kind of love that. I love that you said the elemental kingdom. I love that. Thank you. I'm going to have to remember that for some alternate reality where Faye gets tattoos, because I would love to have like elemental kingdom and angelic realities tattooed on my body. I would. I'll just have to make it merch. Hold on, let me write this down. Me and my merch. I still haven't even ordered more of my own merch, and it's getting hot out. It's like, really, do I want to order sweatshirts now? Yes, I do, because it's my own merch. Elemental Kingdom. Elemental Kingdom. I know no one's going to buy it. It's okay. I designed my merch for me. And Angelic Realities. Angelic Realities. Frols, whose idea was it to take those Mr. and Mrs. Smith couple pics and post them on their... It was their team. It wasn't their idea. It was they have teams. It was their team. Why did he have no caption but hers did? Team. It was their team. You are most welcome, Sabrina. Frols, they have a social media team. Their social media team spoke to each other. It was a decision no surprise here. It was a decision that they had made to create more buzz and more of a speculation. So in fact, exactly what you're doing and asking about it is the reason that they did it. So very clever on their part. Trey, I stopped smoking weed and my... Yes! Right? They take off like they are in a motherfucking rocket ship because the weed numbs us to them. Trey said, I stopped smoking weed and my abilities activated like you said they would in my reading. But then I started smoking again and they got diluted down. I'm going to beat this raggedy addiction, darn it. You can do it. I know you can. Infinity Salim, can anybody go into the Akashic Records? No. And here's why. Not all of us have put into our, as the cosmic creator of our reality, not all of us want to have that ability. So it's... Can I get clarification on this, please? So I'm being told, because here's the thing, I always say our free will can supersede in the day-to-day anything that we have put into the script of our life. I'm being told right now that's true only up to a certain degree. Like about 80% of the time, our free will can supersede things that we have written into the script of our life, but not everything can. And it's being shown to me that it's actually an accumulation of things that have happened in a past life. So if somebody was super gifted in past lives and they were like, you know what, I just need a break from this, then in, let's say, this most recent incarnation, they might have decided that they don't have access to those gifts and abilities. So where does free will come to play in that? It's being shown to me that in this regard, the higher self, the higher version of the self is going to I love this. It's cock block. It's going to cock block. But here's the thing. It's going to cock block, but only to a certain degree. And then it's going to be like, okay, if you keep asking, you really, really want it. Okay. But you have to really keep asking if it's something that you really want. Zachary, I meant Fae beings. Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, I think there's a reason that I am, I really, for the most part, it's funny, I was about to say, I only read about fairies. I'm actually reading a book right now. It doesn't have any fairies in it. I know, who are you, Fae? It's like this subgenre I never knew existed. It's dystopian future and royals. I don't even know what this book I'm reading is. Somehow I think it's like young adult, and it's just really engaging. It got my attention. It's like a dystopian future in the United States where royals have taken over here in the United States, and they're like doing like a televised pageant for the prince to choose a queen. More? My kid was definitely a camel in my past life. I can't explain the way he just guzzles water.
Almost an hour.
How long? Oh, just an hour, yeah. I gotta get in just over an hour, I have already had to give him 2 refills. I will be right back. I'll tell you more about this funny book that somehow captured my consciousness. That has no fairies. I don't even know how that happened. No fairies. None. 0. Here you go, Mr. Camel. Camelicious. Okay. My child has more hydration. Steve, touche, same boat. Sarah Lee, Trey, he does got this. He absolutely does. So Trey, also remember what I had answered Jamara's question a couple of minutes back. Sometimes we self-sabotage. When we do, there's a delineation between our ability to access all parts of our ability to self-love. So I think if you reflect upon that and meditate on that, you'll be able to access what it is that is preventing you from doing things that are most highly aligned for yourself. Sabrina, can I ask, you can ask anything. I just might not answer it. No, I'm kidding. Can I ask, do we really need to prep for a major disaster? No, that's a fear tactic. You can, first of all, you do you, boo. Please feel free if you want to, but do you have to? No. Ashley, animalistic primal sex. I don't know who we're talking about. Jada, Faye. Jada, my darling, you do not have to use all caps, my sweetheart. Faye, can you do a mini video on Ivana Trump and her crossing over? I think I didn't. I feel like I've answered the question about her. I think in one of the comments on one of my videos, Jada, you had asked about her, and I didn't do a full reading on her. Look, I'm open to it. I'm definitely open to it. I'll put her on the list. But I did not see that it was that there was any foul play that was involved in it. So just so you guys know. Timothy, make a video of you. I don't know what that means. Like, what about me? That's so vague. Nobody wants to hear about my love of fairies. You have heard it 1,000 times already. Jada, is Elon Musk still in the, like physically right now? I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up on comments here. Sorry, guys. Jenna, oh my God, why did I not know that Honey, this was like a year ago already, or like 6 months ago. Ashley, so she died maybe, yeah, summertime. Jada, what happened to lawyer Jessica Aber that passed away? Was she unalived? I can put her down on the list and I can look into her. Jada, yes, she did, Jenna. Hello, Leo. Yes, Leo, you can get a shout out. You want to know why, Leo? Because I'm a Leo rising and I'm a Leo moon. And as you can tell, I feel a genuine connection to my chart ruler, the sun, which is why I have a sun behind me. You can definitely get a shout out. Anyone who wants a shout out, you can ask for a shout out and I will give it to you. Jada, shout out to Leo. You guys are awesome. Ashley, it's always the team. Yes, Jada, she is. Jada, Faye, he is adorable. Thank you, my darling. Froze, wow, Faye, thank you so much for answering all of those questions. I still have a few more. I love how enthusiastic you are about it, Froze. Jada love Pip. Froze, Aaron's parents have been married for years. Did he see, I love the hearts, I don't know why I'm getting hearts, but okay. Did he see something dysfunctional in their marriage to not want marriage? No. Mm, I don't think that that's exclusively what it comes down to. I actually think this has something to do with like, I'm wondering like if he has like Pisces in the 7th house or something. There's something, I don't think that this has anything to do with parents exclusively. It's more, there's something like almost that just like repulses him about the idea of marriage. But it's more of an internal developmental personality type thing. But I don't think that it's connected to something that he witnessed in his formative years. I don't know. Okay, more emojis. Why not? I don't know what they're for, but awesome. Sarah, you saw that there's something male or hermaphrodite going on with Zendaya. Is her partner Tom Holland a real male? And was he also born in the club? Yes, he was born in the club. Absolutely, unequivocally. Yes, he's more of an effeminate male. He reminds me energetically of like Timothée Chalamet. You guys are awesome. Like, okay. You guys get into, I wish I had like, I don't know, like Starbucks gift cards or something I could give you guys. Like the emojis are awesome. Thank you. Ashley, thank you. Faye is adorable. Thank you. There's something very effeminate about Tom's energy. He reminds me of Timothée Chalamet. You know, like a pretty boy, like a skinny, pretty boy. Zendaya definitely has more of the masculine energy in the relationship. That's why it works. But definitely he was born in the club. There's no question. Frols, what does Teyana's family think of Aaron? I'm being shown like rolling their eyes. Not at him specifically. Like, I think she maybe has a tendency to fall in love fast. And then she gets over the partners really fast. So I think from their point of view, they're probably thinking like, okay, there goes Teyana falling in love again. How does Lori, her friend, feel about her snagging is he really that hot? I feel like I need to go look him up. Is there any jealousy or envy? No, she's happy for her. She's like, you get that dick, girlfriend. She's very happy for her. Thank you, Sarah, for deleting the message. Apparently, I'm the only one that's allowed to be vulgar on my channel. I'm like telling you, her friend's like, you go get that dick. And you guys are covering all of the inappropriate comments that are being directed. So thank you guys. I mean, it is my channel, so I guess I can be the vulgar one. Vulgar one. Jenna, am I that disconnected from the media? Jenna, you're like me and like, you're like me and the modern day people, the modern day celebrities. I don't know who any of them are. Leo, honey, you got a shout out. Jada, yes. Is Elon Musk still in the White House physically? Like at this exact second or like just overall? He travels a lot, by the way. He travels a lot. Like I think we don't even know the full extent of how much he travels. Leo, can you... yes. Guys, check out Leo's YouTube. Hold on, what's your channel about? Before I just start giving out, shout outs here, what's your channel about? I want to make sure that it's something of a complimentary nature. Because if it's about, like, I don't know, gangster rap or, like recording discreetly hooter girls and their breasts in a restaurant, I'm not giving a shout out to that. Sorry, not sorry. Infinity Saline. Can you look into Nakayla Williams from Indianapolis, Indiana? She went missing. How old is she? I do not look into children. So you have to let me know how old she is. Millie, oh my God, Tom Holland he was so born in the club. Jada, who unalived Sebastian Rogers, the autistic 15? I'm not looking into a 15-year-old. It will gut me. I'm sorry. I can't. Guys, I had a real wake up when I had looked into what's his name. He unalived his wife and his 2 little girls. I can't. Chris Chris Watts. When I looked into Chris Watts and I had seen what he had done to his 2 little girls, I can't look into kids. I just can't. It just guts me. Jenna, do you have certain words barred from the chat? I'll try asking my questions. I don't know, because I have it set up to potentially, even though my mods have been incredibly busy right now, it's set up to not allow certain potential inflammatory statements from going through. Maybe try to find a different way to phrase the question so it actually can go through. Sarah, there's an Instagram page with 300,000 followers named Birds Aren't Real, which claims that the US government unalived the birds and replaced them with surveillance, drone replicas, pigeon, etc. in 19... Yeah, there is truth to it. So here's the thing, they haven't unalived all of them, but there is a... Now this is very interesting. Anywhere between 10 and... Wow. Are you guys sitting? Anywhere between 10 and 30% of all the birds that we see aren't real. They are surveillance birds. You can actually find online, because somebody had sent this to me, you can find online documentation that the CIA actually has birds that are drones. It's absolutely real. And again, I gotta close this shade because I feel like I'm a fish in a fishbowl, but it's anywhere between 10 and 30% of all birds. I can't even, like, my head can't even imagine how many birds that is. They're not even real. All right, I'm gonna let that just sit for a minute while I, close my window shade over here. Because boundaries and privacy are a very good thing. Okay. Steve, Big Bird says, what do you mean? Is Big Bird real? Jenna, can you look into a 2015, pow-powing at an Eagles and death metal show in Paris for me, Faye? I like how you spelled that. Was it extremists? What the hell were they trying? That they could. There was no agenda. It wasn't personal. The agenda was, look what we can do. Look what we can do. Just because they could. That's why they did it. Hello, Laura. I'm glad that you caught us live, my darling. Adult, she's over 20. You have to put her name back in because I'm not going back in time to find the comment. Jada, what happened to here's my American ignorance. Sudiksha Konanki in Punta Cana. Is that a kid? I know, Chris. Well, I gotta start writing this down. Hold on. Oh, okay. Sudishka Konanki. She got drunk. Was she drunk though? Yeah. Well, okay. Drunk with the help of a roofie. That's what happened to her. Frols. Ja, 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 ha, ha, ha. I cannot with you saying... Maybe I shouldn't say it again. Nicole, Sarah, what? Yes, Nicole. Actually, how much human is being fed... What? How much human is being fed to the U.S.? I don't understand the question, honey. Steve, 30% surveillance birds. Millie, another cue. Could you give me an energy read on jealousy and envy? What is that behind the veil? No surprise here. It's a lack of self-love. So instead of the person recognizing that they are just as special and wonderful as the person that they have jealousy and envy towards, they can't see it because they have a lack of self-love. I mean, this comes up so many times with so many things that I look into. You know, the lack of self-love is a common theme that runs through it all. So it's a delineation in terms of the way that the person sees themselves because they lack self-love. Another way of saying it is they would benefit from doing some shadow work and deep healing. 2% personal opinion. Sarah at Nicole, heard about this years ago and was always curious. Laura, absolutely true. Jenna, word on the birds. Anyone seen my questions about 8 comments up? Infinity Celine, retyping just in case. Thank you. Let me write it down. Michaela Williams is an adult and was an adult. Thank you. Was an adult the day she went missing. I don't know her exact age, but we graduated high school together, and it was a few years after that that she disappeared. Michaela Williams. Do you live near water? Like a bridge maybe over water? I think she unalived herself, honey, because I'm seeing her walking. I wonder if this is a metaphor though. I don't know. But I'm seeing her like walking to a bridge and then like literally jumping over it. But it could be a metaphor of her unaliving herself. I don't feel that her energy is on this side anymore. So even if it's a metaphor, it's still a metaphor for the fact that she took herself off of the earth plane. Laura, not just birds, insects too. Well, then I don't feel so bad for killing insects. Frols, you're the best. Thank you, Frols. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so very much for answering all those questions. I've been so curious about them because Aaron is incredibly private. He only has an IG and is barely. I have to look. I must look up what this guy looks like now. You have piqued my curiosity, and that is no small feat. I will have you know, Frols. So thank you for that, Jenna. Thank you, Faye. Hello, Tina Louise. Sarah, does Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child know, as Kelly and Beyonce do, what's going on in the industry? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, she knows all about it. Did her career really go anywhere after Destiny's Child? I think they approached her to make a deal, and she was like, I'm gonna think about it. And then she kept kicking the can down the road, and then they were like, actually no, you have to let us know if you're in or if you're out. And she was like, what do I have to do to not be in it and to remain alive, essentially? Jada, she went on vacation in Punta Cana, and they say that, I don't know who Joshua, maybe that's who it is, because I'm seeing that a drink was roofied. So it could have been Joshua that had roofied her. Jada, what's going on with Wendy? Oh, poor Wendy Williams. Honey, Jada, join my membership, love, because I have a entire membership free standalone video devoted to Wendy Williams. Anyone who's watching, I highly, there's like 80 exclusive member videos at this point, guys. I was supposed to record one today. I'm sorry, members, I couldn't. I will try my hardest to record it tomorrow. There's like 80 members content videos at this point. Join, binge watch for a month if you like my content, and then cancel. Like I'm perfectly okay if you guys cancel. I just want the information to get out there. I made it really, really affordable because I want you guys to have access to the information and to the content. But certain things are fringe, and therefore I have put them behind a paywall. Thank you for the hearts, guys. If you are here right now and you are one of my members, please put in the comments how you like the membership. Let everybody know if you think it's worth it, and so that way maybe we'll encourage some more members to hop in. Ashley, like how many human meat is being sold? Oh, up to 25%. Now here's the thing, that's like a really big, anywhere from 15 to 25%. Because I was like, that's like, what does that mean? It could be 1%, it could be 25%. What does that mean? So it's anywhere between 15 and 25%. That's disgusting. You're most welcome, Millie. Sarah, at Jada, Faye did a stand. I love you, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I'm sorry. I'm glad that you reminded me, so now I'll refer to you as Rachel. I'm sorry about that, love. Mia names. Sarah, what really happens when someone sends you the evil eye? It's in intention and it's a vibration. And here's the thing, you can only, how can I say this in the best way? The evil eye that they send you can only really impact you if you are a vibrational match for them. So here's another reason to stay in the high vibration. You don't want a curse to land on you. You don't want the intention of an evil eye to resonate on you. You don't have to do anything. If you don't want those things to happen, the higher your vibration is, the less of an energetic match you will be for the intention of that thing to happen, and then it cannot resonate with you. It cannot land on you. It cannot affect you or impact you. Infinity Saline, Nikayla Williams was last seen getting in a truck with a familiar person to her in Indianapolis. We have the White River. Okay, she might have been thrown into the White River then, because I clearly see her going into water. Laura Barbarino, I canceled a medical procedure today and rescheduled it for the end of May. I have a bad feeling about today. I feel like I dodged a bullet. Possible spoke. So, yeah, I gotta bring in a little bit of astrology. So, Mercury just went direct on Monday, and then Venus is still retrograde. It goes direct on Saturday. And then it takes a little bit of time for these things to kind of start to build up some power. So I think you were listening to, intuition, and I'm never going to tell somebody not to listen to their intuition. So I salute you for listening to your intuition, because that's the most important thing. Froles, Ufe, is he, Aaron Pierre, a late bloomer? Is he uncomfortable with so many women fawning over him? His newfound fame, is he really a recluse? He said he's a hopeless romantic. Is that true? Yes, but here's why. Because he doesn't want to get married. So in his mind, being a hopeless romantic means never getting married and being free to love women. So his idea of what it means to be a hopeless romantic is a little bit different than what some of us might perceive a hopeless romantic to be. Nicole, oh, thank you. Nicole, the membership is fire. Beth, you won't regret a membership. It is amazing. Thank you, Beth. Jody Thomas, so worth membership. So much information. I'm so glad that you guys love it. Steve said, duh. Rachel, it's okay. Sorry it's confusing. I just like to be private. I get that. I respect that. Trust me, Rachel, I respect that. Froles, yay Faye. Yes, check him out. He's definitely someone to look at. He is oddly handsome. That's my kind of guy. He's oddly handsome and resembles Scar in The Lion King in human form to me, even though he was a voice. He was a voice actor for movie. That's crazy. Oddly handsome. I love that. Samaya, Aaron is definitely an attractive man. I'm gonna have to look this guy up. Laura, my birthday is April 29th between 3 and 4 p.m. I can't look up your chart right now. I'm sorry. So, actually, it's somebody by the name of Aaron Pierre. Oh, thank you, Samaya. You answered her question. Thank you, Sarah Lee, for deleting those comments. Sarah, is Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban married? Yes, it is. What is he? I think he's a musician, Ashley. Wow, I caught him on comments. Go me. So here's the thing. A lot of actors' first marriages are arranged. It's usually the second one that's the real one. Also remember when I had looked into Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, what had come in is that Tom likes his women a little compliant, a little meek. That's definitely what Nicole Kidman was. And then when she started to come into her own and come more into her power, she was given roles as a reward for being a good spouse to Tom Cruise, but that also started to build her out in her own right. So it's actually the reward that she was given that led to the demise of the relationship, because she started to come. Oh, thank you, Beth. I see. I can only see, because it's a tiny notification, I can see a tiny picture of Aaron Pierre. I'm going to have to check him out afterwards. But she was given roles in Hollywood as a reward, and then she started to come into her own, and then that was what led to the demise of the relationship between her and Tom Cruise. But that was, I mean, it was real in terms of the fact that they were together for, I think like a decade, but it was also real because she was really shut down, and that's why she was able to stay in it and to be in it. But the second marriage is usually the real one, especially if the first one is short, like it was with, what's their name, Miley Cyrus and I think Chris Hemsworth. That wasn't real. And I've looked into them in the past as well for a previous AMA. Lisa Sims, okay, I will look into him. He sounds interesting. Frolls, yes, Samaya, I find him attractive. I gotta see what this guy looks like. Oh, he's an actor, okay. So that just goes to show I'm so out to lunch with these new people in the industry. Lisbeth, was Angie Stone's unaliving really an accident? Angie, is she an adult? I have to ask. Ashley, yes. Ashley, did you see the segment that I had done on her? Go back and watch it. I mean, it's so informative. It explains so much about her. Steve, speaking of creepy vibes, why might someone not want to be left home alone with Macaulay Culkin? Because he has seen a thing or two. Do you guys all know what he said about the red shoes? He has seen a thing or two. Lisa Sims, what was the backstory with Home Alone? Just a movie. Yes, Angie Stone is. Yes, Flemingly, I am live. What was the question about her? Hang on a second. Now that you told me, was Angie Stone's really an accident? So she's looking around. She has no idea how she got out of her body. So this is what I'm going to say. If she doesn't know how she got out of her body, I'm going to say probably not an accident. Because if she's out of her body and she's confused like that, people who unalive themselves, they know how they got there. And some people that I've looked into that are on the other side, they are emphatic. Like, what's the musician I looked into? Emphatic. They did not unalive themselves. They know for a fact they did not unalive themselves. So she's like, how did I get... It's like, imagine you fall asleep in a car and you wake up and you're like in a different country and you're like, how did I get... That's what she's like. She's looking around on the other... She's like, I have no idea how I got here. So I'm going to say no, it was not an accident. Let me catch up on comments. Sarah Lee, yes on Angie Stone. Also wanted to ask about it. Last year she left Clive Davis and Arista Records. She claimed she cut ties after feeling she was being pushed out of the label. I don't think it was an accident. Jenna, Macaulay also had a band. Oh God. Oh, seriously? Pizza Party and more, but Macaulay Culkin knows what's up. Lisa Sims, I love Home Alone 1 and 2 are my favorite movies. They're kind of sweet. Swimmingly, Solar, I want to thank you for not relying on tarot cards for your messages. Thank you, darling. It's the guides. She was in a van. Are we talking about Angie Stone? I don't know. So here's the thing, Swimmingly. when somebody uses tarot cards, they're still relying on on their guides, but they need, or they are using the cards as an intermediary between themselves and their guides. But it's still the guides either way. Steve, Macaulay showed up at a WWE Raw with Seth Green and Ashton Kutcher. Some names just get me. Rachel, when will the world find out clones are real? So here's the thing. This is something, I've kind of spoken about. There's going to be breadcrumbs, and there's going to be more than enough breadcrumbs put out there so that if somebody feels compelled to look into it, they can. But the white hats are never going to supersede our free will, because that's what Team Darkseid has done. So it's never going to be plastered on, every magazine when you're, online at the checkout in the grocery store. These things are not going to be like the leading story on like the 6 o'clock news, the 9 o'clock news, the 11 o'clock news. No. There's going to be breadcrumbs, so if people feel called to look into it, they can and they will. But it's never going to be done in a way that's going to supersede our free will. So will the potential exist for people to find out about this? Yes.
Okay.
That's as far as it's going to go, though. It's just going to be a potential. Jenna, do you remember the survivor Fiona Barnett? Isaac Cappy, I love how you spelled that, stopped believing her story after spending time with her. So you know what, it's so interesting, Jenna, because I started the top of this live stream looking into her. So when we're done, you might want to go back and you might want to rewatch the beginning, because I looked into her, I think, first. Elizabeth Horta, how deep was Bob Barker in the club? Wow, okay. I was not expecting this. Yes, high the fuck up. Like, I thought, like, oh, a little old man Bob Barker, like, how no, he was, not that he was harmful, but I was thinking, like, oh, he's like a harmless little old man. No, Faye, no. High the fuck up. That was an incredible question, and I did not see that coming. Jenna, Steve-O, I saw that. Sarah Lee. Also on Macaulay? Why did I say that like that? When Kim Kardashian made the bizarre Santa Baby remake video, what were the intentions behind? Oh, because she's so self-involved. Was it a ritual, and did Macaulay Culkin participate voluntarily in the? Yes, it was voluntary. So I kind of feel like Macaulay is like low-key trying to red pill people. But he's doing it in a not overt, but a more covert way. I think what's the kind of like the sense I'm getting is he felt like maybe if he participated, the fact that he alone was in it was a way of trying to bring awareness to something about Kim Kardashian in particular. I mean, no, we know all about Kim, but something about her in particular, he wanted to, essentially his presence being in the video was to get people's attention to it, to get them to think critically about Kim and something in the video. Yeah, good one. Swimmingly Solar, I'm getting blinded by my own ring light here. What do I do if I suddenly have the gift to speak light language? Use it! That's beautiful. Don't hold back, baby. It's a faucet. All of our gifts and abilities are a faucet. Don't pinch that energy off. Embrace it. And if you want to know how to embrace it, book a session with me, honey, okay? Gift confirmation and guidance session. Ashley, I'm involved with someone who is, and they are beyond scared and paranoid. Jenna, oh cool, thanks. You're welcome. Jenna, there's another survivor, called herself Katie Groves on YouTube. Haven't heard from her in a while. Is she okay? Katie Groves? I'm being shown throwing up. I think maybe she was really sick. Could even be poison, potentially. But I'm being shown that she's... yeah, I don't think... is it that? Hold on. It's that, or it's a reemergence of an eating disorder. It could actually be a reemergence of bulimia. Because I'm being shown her throwing up a lot. So maybe something triggered her, and that's why she actually fell back into old patterns. Ashley, I love Bob Barker. I met him. Did you ask him if he was in the club? Lisa Sims, can you see if Lance Vance wants to share anything? Yes, thank you for coming back to him, honey. I forgot. Ashley, how long has 21 Division? I don't know what 21 Divisions are. Steve, do the Kardashians have their own pigeons? They don't need their own pigeons. You're welcome, Swimmingly. Rachel, Macaulay was in a movie with Seth Green, and Seth is evil, so he was around that too. Absolutely. Sarah Lee, was actress Emma Stone born in the club? Yes. Ashley, do you believe I think I spoke about her extensively in the last members. Did I? I don't know. I don't even remember any longer. Jenna, okay, thanks. She revealed a lot about. Oh yes. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me go. So Lance Bass. Lisa, thank you for your patience. First of all, do you have any specific questions about Lance Bass? Also, I'm going to do Beth's job. If you guys are enjoying the video and you have not yet hit the thumbs up, please go ahead and do so. If you're just catching us and you're new, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe. If you are not yet a member, I encourage you to join my membership because it's fire. It's legit fire. Seriously, binge watch and then cancel the membership. I don't care. But join the membership, get access to the videos. Seriously, guys. Shameless self-promotion. Can you try to say the name Emmeline? Ta-da! I said it. Jenna, yes, everything except the ear of Tupac part was real, I believe, with Ali, you said, swimmingly. Hey, Popular, I love your beautiful soul. Lisa Sims, about his NSYNC days. Okay, let's see. He said it was fun. You would not believe... Again, I always marvel at what people choose to share with me. He said you would not believe the amount of, I don't want to be vulgar, the amount of PUSSY that the guys in the band got back then. He said girls threw themselves at them left, right, and center. It was like, they would actually joke at the end when they were walking back to their tour bus. They would count how many pairs of panties were thrown at them. And they were keeping tabs on what city they went to where the girls threw the most panties at them. He said it was a lot of fun. There was some dark times. They were pushed a little bit hard, not to perform, not to be performers, but like, they were pushed to stay in it. I think maybe a few of them actually wanted to bow out sooner than they did, and they were pushed to stay in it. And they kept, I'm being shown they kept being like, more money, more money, more money, more money. It was almost like money stopped meaning anything at that point because they felt like they were selling their souls. They were like energetic slaves. They felt like energetic slaves because it was, he said it was exhausting. It was exhausting and it was grueling to tour like that. Oh my God, it was so grueling. It was so, all the time, new city every day. Your body always hurt, your back always hurt. Yeah, they had people that would give you a massage. They had people that they had chiropractors. You had a whole team. He said the body gets beat up being on tour like that. So a lot of them wanted to bow out sooner, but it was like the amount of money that they kept getting offered to stay in it, it was like a joke. Like money stopped meaning anything at a certain point. But he said he loves it. And he said in the end, he has like the most incredible memories and the relationship that he formed, not just with the other guys in the band, but like even some of the other, I don't know who these people are. He's showing me faces of people. I don't know who, maybe they're like other people that were on, not musicians, but like other I don't know, like people that were involved with the sound or I don't know what it's called, the position is called, but like he would like shoot the shit with them and he'd be like, hey guys, make sure that like we sound good tonight. So he said like the relationships that he formed with these people, it's unlike anything he would have had the opportunity to experience otherwise. It was grueling, it was hard, but in the end it was really rewarding and he's happy that he stayed with it and he did it as long as he did. I hope that answers your question, darling. Lisa Sims, he was my favorite in sync. Swimmingly, Solar, can I ask my guides in my light language for lovely, simple messages to give you? Yes, but I'm only doing personal reads with a suggested donation of $10 or more. Ashley, what about men with NSYNC? Some, but to a much less degree. Sarah Lee, what really happened in 2015 when a German wings plane crashed in the French Alps and the co-pilot was accused of locking the captain out of the cockpit to crash the plane, killing everyone on board? He had the co-pilot had some sort of break with reality. I would say this, but it was, here's the thing. He was deeply, deeply depressed, and the depression actually caused some sort of a break with reality that he had. This is dark, wow. Let me see if there's anything else I can tell you without the co-pilot's name. Really deeply depressed, really unbelievably it's being shown to me. Like, imagine if somebody went to a funeral and they were wearing like a black veil. The way that he saw depression was so thick, it was almost as if he couldn't see out of it. That's how bad it was. Wow. Depression. Jenna, oh yeah, last time I was trying to ask about Buffy St. Marie. Is this comment showing up? It's showing up. Lisa Sims, it was fun while it lasted, but I can imagine how exhausting it was. Well, you're most, and Lisa, thank you for I know you've been asking about him for a while, so thank you for your patience on that, Lisa. And also thank you to Froles, because Froles, I know you have wanted to ask for a long time, and I just kept saying like, next time. So thank you for being so patient as well, Froles. Steve, I can see the Buffy comment, Big J. Ashley, does Kurt Cobain want to come back to the... unsure at this time. Swimmingly, oh, I meant I can ask my guides ask my guides a question and they answer me in the form of my light language. I sometimes get messages that way. I got you now. Thank you. Jenna, I think Kurt wants his, yes, unaliving Saul before he comes back here. Lisa Sims, wow, Sarah, how traumatic for all those on the plane. Can you imagine? Ashley, who was the most involved in 9/11? Dick Cheney? No, I'm sorry, Rachel, I missed your question. It was not, it was what's being shown to me is, imagine a conference room with a big conference table, and there's there's a lot of people in the room. Hold on here. There's people at the conference table, and then there's people standing that are not sitting at the conference table, because that's how many people were involved. It's not one people, it's a team of people. And I cannot even see how many people there are, because imagine if I'm standing on one side of the room, I can only see the other side of the room. So I'm seeing the heads of the people on this side, the back of the heads of the people on this side. I'm seeing the people on the other side that are facing me. I'm seeing all the people that are standing there. There's people on my side that I also don't see. There's a ton of people that either knew about it in advance or were directly involved in it. A lot of people, a team of people. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, why do some people get white hair earlier than others? Is it genetic stress related or losing light? No, it actually is. That's a really great way that you asked it. It's being shown to me that it's actually connected to the, it is genetic stress, but it's more what's the word I'm looking for? It has to do with free radicals. It's the degree in which their body can withstand free radicals. So some people can withstand it better and they get gray later, and some people cannot handle the free radicals as well, and that's why they will actually go earlier. Well, then I guess, here's the thing. I would love to be gray because then I can stop coloring my hair. But, apparently I can handle the free radicals really well because it's taking fucking forever to go gray. Oh, I saw something about... Steve, funny Faye flashback. I just remembered Mother Teresa as a bitch. LOL. True story. Ashley, Faye, I see that as well. Who was most who? I think you're asking who orchestrated. Like, was there one person that orchestrated it or one person that pitched it? No, it's being shown to me. It was a conversation. There was a long discussion, like, there's this thing, how should we go about it, what's the best way? There was not one person, there was I'm being shown at least 3 people. 3 people were like what you would consider to be like the admins of it. But then something of that magnitude and something of that size, they actually needed a lot of people that were involved with it. It's being shown to me like gears in a system. There was so many moving parts, more than we can even imagine. So because of the degree in moving parts that were associated and connected to it, that's why the amount of people that were involved grew and grew and grew and grew. Rachel, can you look back up to could you type it again, honey? I know you don't want to type it again, but there's too many comments for me to catch up on. I'm sorry, dear. Yes, Steve, good question, Cakes. Ashley, who profited? Who didn't? The Bush family did. Dick Cheney did. Everyone that was on the board of Halliburton did. The United States government did, and all of the people that, or all of the companies that have government contracts to create the war gear and everything for the war, all profited. So again, like the guy shouted in my ear first, like who didn't? Because there were so many people that made an insane amount of money off of it. Oh, that's such an interesting question, Swimmingly. What's your favorite crystal and why? I am part Herkimer Diamond. I love the energy of Herkimer Diamond. It is by far my favorite. There's something about the energy. It's just so beautiful. Oh, and guys, by the way, Freyer is not here, but I thought maybe Freyer was here. I was like, wow, that's weird. Like I was saying, he's not here, and then he is here. When Freyer watches this in the replay, I finally bought myself a Moldavite. It's not here yet. I ordered it on Etsy. It's coming from Spain. It's beautiful. I'll show it to you guys when I get it. This actually inspired me, because the Moldavite that I got is in a sunburst pattern. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, I'm getting my mojo back. Like, we're going into spring. It's going to be summer soon. Like, I'm embracing the vibes, guys. Like, I'm going to be a different person this summer. I can already feel it. Like, especially when Mars goes into Leo in my first house. Wowza! It's going to be a motherfucking party. I'll show it to you when I get it, though. But also, here's the thing. I like to balance the energy, and Moldavite is strong. Now, I used to wear Herkimer studs, but I changed it up, and now I have a whole bunch of Huggies on my ear. So I don't wear my studs anymore. So I also bought myself a Herkimer diamond ring. I have no idea what it looks like, because, you know, these people that make the jewelry, they have different stones. So, yeah, baby.
You know the place?
What place? I can't see you, child.
Yes, you should be able to.
I'm blinded by the light.
Swingers?
Yes.
We're going there tomorrow.
Sure.
For dinner.
Maybe for lunch.
No dinner.
Mm-mm.
I have camp.
After camp. Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay.
After camp would be a dinner.
Yes, you are right. I'll take you there, love. Negotiating with a child. Laura, I was going gray when I was 13. Wow, that's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. Jenna, I got a few grays after my last birthday. Hello, Jamie, my darling. You caught your solar flow family. Ashley, it was planned so awfully. Jenna, oh me God, Buffy really doesn't want this question asked. I guess not, if it's not showing up. Sarah, could you look into the Rainforest Alliance? It promotes being ecologically sustainable and gives its seal of approval, a frog seal, to bananas, coffee, tea, chocolate, orange juice. Okay, do we need to if Bill Gates is involved? Steve, hey Jamie, LOL, at Jenna third time. Rainforest Alliance. Well, what do you want to know about it specifically? Because I mean, again, here's the thing: if Bill Gates is involved, doesn't that already tell us it's got to be nefarious? Ashley, right? Obama as well. Hello, Jeff Star. What do you want to know about me? Ask questions, honey. Jamie, Steve, Beth, Sarah, Jenna. You guys are the best. I know, right? Herkimer. Oh God. It is by. I have so many freaking crystals, guys. It's bananas. Herkimer is my favorite. It's just such a beautiful energy. Like I would, if I could like have a bed made out of a Herkimer diamond, I would. Like it's just such a. It is such a lovely energy. HP, the Rainforest Alliance is basically a good work sticker given by Cor. It's what just came the word just it flashed in and out. I'm waiting for it to come back. It's virtue signaling. I can talk, I promise. It's virtue signaling. Look at it this way. It's a way of saying this is a friend of ours, to borrow mob talk. Swimmingly, ooh, lucky you. I'm very excited, and I really like this vendor because she sent me pictures and she let me pick out the moldavite that I wanted, and she sent me like six different ones. And I immediately, as soon as I saw it, I knew the one, but then I looked below it and I was like, ooh, do I like that one? And I kept going back and forth. So you know what I did, guys? What I would tell all of you to do. I closed my eyes and I meditated on it, and I was like, which one is the most highly aligned one for me? And it helped me. In meditation, I was shown which one to choose, and I'm really excited about it. Jenna, nice. That's gonna be a sick ring. Love it already. I can't wait. I will never take it off. Like Herkimer Diamond is just such a beautiful energy. I just love it.
Yeah, Mom.
Yes, love.
Here's how it's described properly. Every movie theater, when Steve says chicken jockey, it becomes a war zone. I think that's a fair way.
I don't know why this is a thing, but it's a thing. Ashley, how do you feel about school systems? Don't get me started. I mean, get me started, sure. I think they're indoctrination camps. That's all school is. Jamie, hi my lovely loves. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Can't stay long. Spending time with fam. Just wanted to I love you, Jamie. Thank you for popping in, darling. Ashley, I'm gray in the very front only, but no one knows, and now they do. Jamie, Steve, and Beth, miss you so much. Faye, miss ya, and I mean, we're in the process of some tea spilling over here. It's like whatever you guys are bringing me, I'm answering. So I'm loving this. We should do this definitely more often. Jenna, Tony Hawke has a new restaurant opening up called Chicken Hawk. Gives me the creeps. Is he one of them? He wasn't born into it, but he joined later on. Sarah Lee, the Spice Girls are teasing a reunion tour. Are they contractually forced to do so, or do they? Actually, I think they really want to. And I also think some of them, not posh, some of them actually need the money. So I have a feeling the ones that need the money started like putting feelers out to the other girls. Like, oh, hey, like, wouldn't it be fun if we went out and toured again? So they're kind of trying to, like, not manipulate, because that really has, like, a negative connotation, but I would say more, like, inspire. They're trying to inspire and get the other girls, like, on board with it. Lisa, thanks, Faye. Have a good night. Good night, darling Lisa. Jamie, Jenna and Sarah, be safe. Have a good night. Ashley, Jenna, you can't with him latching onto Kurt. I don't know what that means. Project 25. Was Aaliyah's playing? So I've looked into, Aaliyah's kind of the gift that keeps on giving. I've looked into her multiple times. So what was shown to me is she was pledged. A pledge is when somebody, it's exactly what it sounds like. They pledge somebody to take somebody out in exchange either for their own success or for another person's success. She was pledged so somebody else could be bigger. Ashley, also can't stand France. I don't know what Francis we're talking about. I lost the plot, guys. I lost the plot. Swimmingly, are you going to wear your Herkimer diamond paired with the Moldavite? That's definitely the intention because I want to balance the energy out. Jenna, Francis hasn't shown the baby face to the public, which is the only thing giving me hope about. I got it. I lost the plot, but I got it again. Ashley, how many of them are cannibals? How many of who? Jenna, I knew it. How safe is Francis being in the Hawke family? She's safe as in they're not going to pledge her, but she's in a club. She's in a family that has association to the club. So I have a feeling their kids might, if the world wasn't going to change, which it is, their kids might have been pushed into doing some dark things. But the world is changing, so it doesn't make a difference. Jenna, stoke the fires. I know Milby has been ready for some. Hello, Albert, my darling. I'm glad that you caught us. Sarah, why is there a Shiva statue at CERN? Because Shiva is the goddess of. She's. I don't know if this is what they say about her. She's the goddess of destruction. How many arms does Shiva have? Just asking. Just asking. How much chaos could she? Oh my god. I just got a major download about this. Okay, I'm getting there. Hold on. So again, how many arms does Shiva have? How much chaos could she cause with all those arms? Guys, chaos is the calling card of who? If you know, you know. If you're one of my members, you know. Chaos is the calling, put it in the comments, you guys. Chaos is the calling card of who? CERN is telling you who they bow down to. Any surprise there? If you guys don't know what I'm doing, this is devil ears. Because CERN bows down to Satan. Now, hold on. There's something about the Shiva connection. That was the download that I actually got.
Apparently there's a really dumb law.
Only one?
Yeah, there's a law, but that
As long as you know it.
if you're 4'8" or shorter, you have to be in a booster. Yeah.
What state?
All of them.
Wait, so that means we'll talk about this later.
I know.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So again, so Shiva, chaos, causer, lots of arms all over the place, right? So what are they actually referencing Shiva in connection to? So, this is insane. This is insane. My brain, I almost can't even comprehend what was shown to me. So Shiva is a different representation of Satan. Shiva is a representation of Satan. Shiva is Satan in female form. This is what was shown to me. I don't even understand how this, you guys can see, I'm like, God, I don't even have the words. Like, I don't even have the words to, that's how long Satan has been a presence and a force here on the earthly domain. That even back in like India thousands of years ago, Satan was a presence in India when Shiva first came to be a thing in India. Oh my God. Ashley, I can't stand Francis. What they did to Isaiah, it's the same MO. Kurt's daughter, thank you, is in. I mean, she's married to someone that's in the club, right? Rachel, something in my question is being blocked, so trying to reword it. It's been. I'm sorry, honey. Albert, what's up with Lindsey Lohan? She's back on the scene. Is she? She's. You know. Lindsey has had a really complicated life. Lindsey's being used right now to push forth lost values. What are lost values? Plastic surgery, profit over people, hookup culture. Not that she's engaging in it now, I'm just giving you examples of lost values. People that are obsessed with buying designer labels and designer brands. So she is being used right now as, like, look at her as being, she's an agenda basically, right? Like, look how great Lindsey Lohan looks with plastic surgery. Everyone, you all go out and get plastic surgery. She's being used. It's kind of sad. Project 25, is Kidada Jones a good person? I don't know if Kidada Jones is alive at this time. It might be I'm not getting a resonance of Kidada Jones. So I think what we're seeing is not actually Kidada Jones. Lisbeth, did Charles Lindbergh unalive his son? Oh, what an interesting question. No. Well, not directly. But the son was a sacrifice to the club, because they've been doing this for hundreds of years, guys. But was he the one to literally unalive? No. But did he pledge his son to be unalived for an elevated status in the club? Yes. Ashley, did you know the Starbucks logo is an entity? It looks kind of like Shiva. Jenna, Ashley, that was all Courtney. Steve, all of it. Swimmingly, Solar, your energy is super bright tonight. Thank you, darling. Mercury is direct. Praise be. Venus is about to go direct. Mars is about to slide into my sign. I'm coming back to myself. March was brutal. We had 2 eclipses. Mercury went retrograde. Venus went retrograde. Like, the energy in March was just so unbelievably heavy, but I'm coming back to myself. So I'm very happy about that. And thank you for your kind words. Kali, thank you, Kali. Steve, that's right, Steve Satan. Albert, is Andy Garcia part of the club? Does he do rituals? No. He is like low, no disrespect to him. He's basic bitch. Like, meaning they keep him for purposes of, like, you know, like a front. The people that are going to say they've only had wonderful experiences in the industry. Ashley, Francis could have stood up to her. Yes, Beth, Satan. I love that you guys know it. Lucifer. I don't know who Lucifer is Kali. Rachel, does literally any actor, even a TV actor, have to say they worship you-know-who to get a role? No. I'll answer that in a question. I'll answer that in a minute, darling. In anything TV or movie, or is it if you want a certain popularity? That was my question. So it's, what's been shown to me in the past is it's anywhere from 88, approximately 88% of everyone in movies and music is in the club. A little bit different for TV actors. TV actors, unless they graduate and they go on to do something bigger in the future, like, think of who started out as soap stars? Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa, right? So most soap stars are not. But look how big Kelly Ripa went on to be later on. That's because they joined the club. So it's not the same rules of engagement for TV stars as it is for movie and music. But if they go on and they do things later on and they really have a glow up, then yes. Swimmingly Solar, I get messages from Shiva's masculine half named Hara? I'm so fucking blinded by this ring light. I make it super bright. Why? I don't know. Because clearly I like what happens when I look at my ring light is what I want. Forget it. I was trying to be witty and it wasn't working. Take your foot out of your mouth, Faye. Nobody cares. Hara always tells me to get up and attack on the go. Shiva's male side has said nice things to me, and I'm no Satanist, though. I didn't think for a moment that you were. Ashley, I knew it. Steve, LOL. The one time I did drag, my name was Shiv. This is very funny. Albert, what's the energy around Chris Maloney? Is he part of the club? Chris Maloney. Chris Maloney. Dude, slow down. You're going to be peeing all night. I'll refill soon, okay? Chris Maloney. I'm not picking up on anything on Chris Maloney. Again, this is another person that I think who we see, I don't think is who, it's not the original person, in other words. Because I'm not getting anything on the name Chris Maloney. Lisbeth, was Alan Lund a... Not for Betty, no. Somebody else maybe, not Betty. Beth, whoa, wasn't expecting you to say that. I know. That you saw, guys, you saw, I was like, I lost the ability to speak there momentarily. Sarah Lee, does Denzel Washington come from a club that, you know, I don't know, that's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. He's very, very, very unbelievably bright and unbelievably... No, I'm not saying that people that come from club families are not unbelievably bright or savvy. I'm saying it's almost like he is so bright and he developed parts of himself because he's not part of it, and it was starting to come in, and like it's being shown to me almost like he put on, it's a metaphor of course, but like he put on a suit of armor to stay strong against them, and that's why he is so bright and so savvy. He had it to begin with, but he even more so became brighter and savvier because of it, so I don't think so. I gotta turn the brightness down. I really am getting blinded by this. Damn, that's much better. Actually, Denzel acts holier than thou and everyone buys it. Nicole Lindbergh, that's what I wanted to know as well. Well, now we know. Ashley, are the majority of... No. So, Ashley, did you see the video that I had done on the club? It depends how high up in the club they want to go. Right? Like, basic entry is worshiping, I'm not going to say the name, Satan. You know the meat alternative, Satan? it's not spelled this way, but read between the lines. So basic bitch entry is to eat Satan or to worship Satan. It depends how high up you want to go. So no, they're not all. But here's the thing. They don't have to literally eat the Satan, right? Because what do they like to do? They like to drink the life force energy. And it's not water I'm talking about. How did Sam Smith put it? It was, how he said it so eloquently. Anyone remember? Like it was warm like soup. No, it was like thick like soup. And I forgot how he said it. He said it like wowza. It's something that looks like wine, red wine, but it's not red wine. If you know, you know. If you don't know, join my membership. You will get savvy real fucking fast. Jenna, did Alanis Morissette know about the PDF? Oh, I think you mean the PEDO shit going on with Dave Collier when she was dating him. No. Ashley, Sarah, good one. Jenna, at Ashley, I think Frances distanced herself from Courtney. She knows what she's capable of. Yes. Hello, Tiffany. I'm glad you caught us, darling. Did the industry unalive Angie Stone? You're gonna watch the replay. I spoke about her at the beginning, okay? And I will go back and add timestamps. I promise. Ashley, at some point she did, but the drugs changed their relationship. Albert, how about Marisa Tomei? No, she's not. Elizabeth Horda, can somebody be pledged without their knowledge? To be unalived, yes. They can, and that's usually what happens. They have no knowledge of the fact that they were pledged. Hello, AMAG78, what club? They're welcome, first of all. I take it that you're new here. I have a video. It's called The Club. I invite you to go back and watch it, but I'll give you a basic bitch intro to what it is. There's a club that operates in the world. And there's different clubs depending on what it is. There's a Hollywood club, for example. There's a politicians club, for example. It's been said it's all one big club and we ain't in it, and that's because it is true. So most of the people that you see in Hollywood and the music industry are in the club, about 88% of them. As in, they have had to do certain things in exchange for their success. So they joined a club, they pledged something for their success, and that's why they are successful. And we might think, for example, that people that are in charity organizations or medical organizations, they mean well, but they are also in the club. Please go back and watch my video on the club. I think you will find it very insightful. Millie, hi Faye, 2 celebs on my mind. What are you getting from actor Harris Dickinson and comedian Ali Wong? Harris Dickinson. What do you want to know about Harris Dickinson? Because his energy is amenable to having me look into it. Ali Wong, not so much. Ali Wong, so she is aware of the fact that she uses humor to deflect. She I actually think she might have been a cutter when she was younger. She has a lot of painful suppression and painful emotions inside of her body, and she uses humor as a way to deflect, and even, if you will, I would say on some level, like transmute the darkness inside of her. But so it's funny because it's like, well, she's not so forthcoming, and yet look what I was able to acquire from her. But Harris Dickinson, it's like, you got to tell me what you want to know because his energy is so open. It's like, oh, like, you want me to, like, do you want me to tell you what he bought, like, for groceries last week? Like, his energy is wide the fuck open. So instead of just, like, being here all day with me just reporting on everything his energy is willing to share, like, let's get specific. Jenna, Frances got sober because of Isaiah. She started having seizures when they were married. Sarah Lee, is the Sarah, Michelle Gellar, and Freddie... Oh, the comments just jumped. Yes, it is a real one. They've been married how long? So, you know, what's been shown to me in the past is look at how long they're married. Did they have kids? Right? So, if it's under 5 years and they didn't have kids, there's a very good chance it's not real. If it's over 5 years and they did have kids, there's a better chance that it is, in fact, real. Now, they were not so big. Like, what? Okay, so Sarah Michelle Gellar had a hit TV show 100,000 years ago. I'm being hyperbolic. Freddie Prinze was in like a couple of movies. They weren't really that high up in... They weren't really that of an anything that the club would tell them who they could marry or who they couldn't marry. It's a real relationship. Swimmingly, Solar, I want to emphasize... Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, thank you. I want to emphasize I love you. I love you, loving soul. If trolls can bug you, I feel I should. Oh, you're like the counterbalance to the trolls. I appreciate that so much, Swimmingly. That's very thoughtful of you. Ashley, how is, yeah, I know, right? Because the world is changing, I remind you. And he's also very passively red pilling people. He tried in the past to be very forthcoming about it, and he looked crazy, right? Like, we know he was red pilling us, but to people that didn't know, they'd be like, okay, that guy's like Looney Tunes. So when he tried to be forthcoming about red pilling people, it backfired on him. So what he's in fact doing is taking a more passive approach now. Swimmingly Solar, do your guides ever give you messages in riddle? Sometimes. Mine say a lot of, I'm sorry I'm reading it like this, I'm literally blinded. Mine say a lot of confusing things, and it takes me a while to figure out what they're telling me. Why do they do that? It twists my brain. Either you're not ready for the information yet, or have you asked them to be more direct with you? Now, I'm also going to tell you, our guides are a reflection of us. So maybe this is an opportunity for you to look at your own personal communication style. Like, I have a friend that's very snarky, and she has very snarky guides. I'm much more grounded, and my guides are they're very like, on occasion, yeah, they'll be a little bit snarky with me, but on occasion, they're very direct, and they're just very direct with me, because that, like, I have so much earth in my chart, it's like, just get the fuck to it, you know? So our guides are really, like, they're a vibrational reflection of us. So this might in fact be an opportunity for you to examine your communication style.
What's the difference between lined paper and college lined paper?
I think it's the spacing on the pages.
Okay. How different is it?
So college lined paper, the spacing is much closer together.
Okay, but how much closer?
I don't know exactly.
18%.
Like 18%. Thank you, Pep. Things I never knew I wanted to know, apparently. Jenna, hey Faye, Courtney Love ran away to the UK a few years back. Is she hiding from yes. Or no. It absolutely has to do with money. As soon as I saw your question and I saw taxes, I was like, yep, that's it. Ashley, interesting red wine reference there. I was trying to say it without saying it, you know? Sarah Lee, not sure if you ever looked into the black eye. Yes. So this is what was shown to me about it. It's another way of club members flashing their affiliation, right? I'm going to show you some. Let's not get excited. It doesn't mean I'm in the club, okay? But what are some of the ways we know? And for anyone who maybe doesn't know, when you see me doing this and then you see somebody else doing it, that's the only reason I'm showing it to you. Just like the Bloods and the Crips flash their club affiliation, it's no different for people that are in the Hollywood or the music club. So what are some ways they like to flash their affiliation? Or if you're Jay-Z and Beyonce, they make the pyramid, right? So the Black Eye Club is just another way, because here's the thing, if politicians came out and did this, we'd be like, what are they doing? So who are some people that had a black eye? Prince Philip. A bunch of politicians had one too. Yes, even some actors have had black eyes. It's just another way of them flashing their club affiliation so we know they're in the club. Oh, here's another one, right? No, this is not Aloha. No, this is not, I'm a rock star and I'm rocking out. No, that's not what they're doing. They're flashing their club affiliation. So the Black Eye Club is just another way. It's a diversification of flashing their club affiliation. That's all it is. Ashley, she's extremely involved with Prince Albert. Froles, I'm almost caught up. It was worth the wait. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. I was wondering, do you know if Aaron Pierre feels like he was a late bloomer, looks white? Yes, he does. Does he feel like he does look hot? No, he doesn't. He's disconnected. he doesn't relate to it at all. Like, he hears people say it and he's like, huh? He doesn't understand it at all, in fact. So another way of saying it is he doesn't see himself clearly. Frols, how does he feel about his newfound fame? He's confused, honestly. How does he feel about all the women that fawn over him? He doesn't understand it. Because again, he doesn't see himself as like a hot, good-looking guy. So he's like, he doesn't get it. He's like, why though? I don't understand. He really doesn't get it. And he's not being duplicitous about it. Like, he really doesn't get it. Ashley, Courtney's evil ass. Jenna, philanthropy. I knew I could say it. I didn't want to say it until I said it. Philanthropy is a word to look out for with the yes, definitely. Albert, look at philanthropy as another way of virtue signaling, because that's kind of what it is. Albert, I had a meeting with Chris Maloney the other day and sort of working with him. You got me thinking about him. I don't think it's who we think it is. Nicole, Jenna, 100%. Ashley, Jenna, I was just thinking that, no joke. Jenna, Prince Andrew. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, Mariah Carey's mother and sister crossed over on the same day last year in August. Was it a ritual? Now, before I answer that question, let's break it down. Why? I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. But I'm saying, why now? Mariah Carey is so successful already. Why now? Why did they have to be sacrificed now? So I'm not saying it's not suspicious that they both crossed over on the same day. I'm just saying, why now? Because most of the time you don't get to rise to that level of success unless perhaps one has already pledged somebody. And it could always be, as we just saw with Lindbergh, it could absolutely be a family member. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not convinced that it was. I'll look into it, sure. But again, why now? No, so what just came in is they were a loose end. Were they something? They were, I don't know why I'm saying they were a loose end. They had to be, they didn't have to be. I have to be abundantly clear. These are not my words. I'm sharing the information that came into me. So from somebody else's point of view, they had to be unalive because they were a liability and they were becoming a liability. So they were, but they were becoming even more of a liability, and they were a loose end that somebody wanted to just tie off and get rid of. So no, it wasn't a sacrifice. It was, look at it more like an insurance policy or a protection of some kind, because that's kind of what's being shown to me about them. Thank you, Sarah. Jenna, yeah, it came up on Tony Hawk's wiki when I looked up his restaurant today. Millie, is Harris Dickinson in the club? Is he a real talent? They're assessing. They're weighing, like so here's something, this was shown to me about, what's her name? Black China, I think. That Black China, like, and it's not exclusive to Black China. What they will sometimes do is they'll sign somebody into the club like low, like basic bitch level. And they'll kind of like assess and weigh what is this person's long-term prognosis. They might sign them to like a 5-year contract, and then if they see they can't really get this person's career to take off, they'll release them from the contract. Because that's what they did with Black China. They signed her for like a relatively short term to kind of see, like, I'm seeing they did like a lot of focus groups with her, like, is she likable? How does she poll? What could we do with her? And then they ultimately realized not much, so they cut her free and they let her go. So they did the same thing with Harris Dickinson. They signed him to like a low level. They want to see one second, baby. What can they?
Stop.
1 minute, baby. What can I give you chicken?
Can you please,
I'm gonna have.
refill my water? I told you to do that.
All right. Hang on. I'm in the flow. So they're wanting to see what they can do with this person. So yes, but also, I know, it's like, which one is it, Faye? Yes, but he might not stay in the club long term. They're weighing what can they do with him. Like, where does he have any real talent? Where does it lie? Like, how is he polling? Do people like him? I'm gonna catch up on comments, and then I'm gonna refill Pip's water, and then I gotta put up food for my kid because he's hungry. But I'm having a good time, and I'm totally willing to stay on longer with you guys if you're having a good time and you want to stay on longer as well. Let me know. Or if you're bored and you're like, fuck you, Faye, go live your life. We're gonna go live ours. You can tell me that too. Maybe minus the fuck you part, because this is my channel, and only I can be the pressed one. Only I can curse. Because if you curse, Sarah Lee and the rest of our mods are going to block your ass. Froles, Aaron says that he's a recluse. No, no. He's more introverted. I think what he needs to say is he's introverted. Millie, thank you for your read. You're welcome, love. Froles, he also stated in an interview that it takes him time to fall in love, but when he does, he's at the back and beck and call at his partner. Is that true? I think he would like to think that. I think there's potential for it to be true. I think he has integrity when he's in a relationship. I really think he does. Here's the thing. When anyone does any level of self-reporting, we always want to make ourselves look good, don't we? So I think that's kind of what he's doing as well. I think he fancies himself that way. I think he wants to be that way. But I also think on some level, his self-reporting is just to kind of make himself look as good as possible. And is Ali Wong in the club? She's not telling me that. She will absolutely not tell me that. Project 25, was Stanley Kubrick unalive because of Eyes Wide Shut and they cut 22 minutes of the film? Do you know what was cut? There were a lot more reveals in what was cut. First of all, did you see the segment that I did on him for a previous AMA? If not, when you're done here, don't bounce. When you're done here, try to go back. Please go back and find it. It was very insightful. But he really, in his own way, was trying to make amends for his participation in a massive hoax that he was very involved in. So he was trying to make amends for it with Eyes Wide Shut by doing some sort of a reveal. And I think I even said like the casting of Tom Cruise was like so intentional, right? But was he unalived for it? Here's the thing, I'm being shown that even if he was not, they could have found a way to wrestle rights of, like, certain elements of control and the rights of the film away from him. So this is something I've never seen before about him. It's being shown to me kind of like what they did almost with Wendy Williams. Like, some people were saying, like, can we call into question his mental capacity and his mental state? Can we try to color him in a not such a good way to discredit him? So they had other ways that they could have tried to wrestle control of the film away from him. He's honestly fascinating. Like, he just fascinates me, and like everything around him fascinates me. The read that I did on him was he's just so insightful, and just had so much self-knowledge and awareness about him. But here's also the thing, I'm not getting a clear reading on if he was unalived. Now, the way my guides will always show me exactly the same way when I'm not meant to know something, which is also another way of saying when you guys are not meant to know because I can't share it with you, they always show it to me in an extremely specific way, which I've shared with you guys before. Imagine you don't even have to imagine you've been there. If you've ever seen like a slot machine, the way that it works is you pull the little thing, and then you have to get 3 identical pictures to line up, and then if you get 3 identical pictures to line up, you win. But while they're spinning, it's showing you different images, right? My guides, every single time I'm not meant to know something, they will show it to me that way. Like there's images and representation spinning around, but they're not settling on any one particular thing. So I was trying to stay with his energy to see, look around, I'm not meant to know, which is another way of saying we're not meant to know, because they kept showing me the same thing, and I was like, can I get around it this way? I couldn't get around it. I'm sorry. I do the best I can. Guys, there's 26 of us in the room right now, and there are only 23 thumbs up. For shame, guys. If you are enjoying it and you have not yet given it a thumbs up, please, I invite you to go ahead and do so. If you are new, I invite you to please subscribe. And if you love my content and you want to go a little deeper, I invite you to join my membership. I got to catch up on comments because my kid is probably thirsty. Ashley, Isaiah got Francis sober, then she turned against him and divorced him, and you know what happened after. I actually don't, because I don't keep up with these things. Jenna, that's a good one, swimmingly. I asked for direct messages that I can understand. I know, I like clockwork. I know. I gotta catch up on comments first. You would think, by the way, that my child is like neglected the way he talks.
What time is it?
It's 8:24. This kid eats so much.
If you're not ready by 8:30, you're making me pasta anyway. At 8:30.
I'm gonna make you pasta before 8:30.
Okay, you've been on live for a long time.
Because I like my YouTube community. That's why I've been on for so long.
Love you, Mom.
I love you, baby. I'm just catching up on comments, and then I'm gonna refill your water and put up your food. Sarah Lee, can you look into Anthony William? Also, I looked into him in the past, honey. He channels information about health and nutrition. Yes. So I have seen that he's the real deal. He's genuine. He is getting information from the other side. Jenna, learning with Pip. I know, right? Swimming. How many? Okay, hold on. I wanted to catch up on comments. T-O. I'm actually literally making a T-O. Let me refill his water and put up food for my kid. I will come back and I'll come back. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Pip, you want water? Please close the shades.
It only took 1 minute.
I know. But we're in a fishbowl here. Please close them shades. Especially because you're in the room, man.
I never feel
Come on, close it. Seriously.
I want it, please.
I will give it to you. I'm not going to make you go thirsty, but you got to close the shades. Levis.
That's your job.
Dude, it's totally creepy in here. Like we're in a fishbowl, but we're not fish, we're humans. All right, let's put up your food. It's up, baby. Hello, I have returned. All right. I'm gonna have to turn this down even lower. Ooh, baby. Okay. Swimmingly. Ooh, good insight. My guides are like me, I guess. They tell me, there you go. They tell me jokes sometimes, and I'm the same way. I love humor. Makes sense, actually. Glad I was able to bring that information to you. Jenna, Courtney claims Elon Musk outed her about taxes and said his PRT. I don't believe anything that Courtney Love says. Seriously, like she's just like she's lies with legs. I don't believe her. Ashley, good for Elon. LOL. Rachel, what do you see for a band like Korn? They are kind of that's what they want you to think. They're not really anti-mainstream. But I'm going to finish reading your comment. They are kind of anti-mainstream, but still have a lot of success. Do they have anything to do? Did they have to do anything for their? So let's say they started out wanting to be like anti-mainstream. They just like most. So here's the thing. Let's say 88% of people in Hollywood are in the club. It's not like that for music. They may have started off wanting to be anti-mainstream. They sold out a long time ago, as in they're in the club. Sarah Lee, is it possible for humans to exist without water? No. Food, yes. Water, I really don't think so. Here's the thing that's going to start to happen if they don't drink water. They're going to start to, their body is going to start to break down muscle mass to feed them. I don't know what that means. Beth, I love that question, Sarah. Beth, makes me also want to ask what exactly was manna in the Bible?
How do you die and go to jail?
It's being shown to me like it looks like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
But it's like a marshmallow that could taste like anything that you wanted it to taste like. But it looked literally like a marshmallow.
It's possible to get hit by a train.
Rachel, is it possible for a heavy metal band to put the hand symbol because all of them... No, honey. But let me finish reading your question. Is it possible for a heavy metal band to put the hand symbol because all of them seem to do it and not realize it means something else? No. Because every hard rock heavy metal band I've seen, they want you to think that this means rock on. It doesn't. They're telling you who they are. Again, they're flashing their club affiliation. And then how many people go to concerts unknowingly? And we're doing this, right? No, they want us to think it means rock on. They're flashing their club affiliation, and then they get us to do it as well, unknowingly. Jenna, here for praise be Jenna. I will take it swimmingly. Solar, thank God for Pip's beautiful soul. He is such a joy. This kid is so fucking funny. He makes me laugh all fucking day long. And seriously, like you would think this kid does not eat. He eats so much. He's like eating me out of house, and I don't know where he puts it. He's like this slender little child. It's the cutest thing. Beth, always happy to stay longer. I love it. I'm claiming you, Beth. You're one of mine, even though you already are. Beth, you've been here for like fucking ever, right? You've been here for fucking ever. Ashley, ever notice that Courtney always surrounds herself with younger people and had her own page in... Ooh. Millie, thank you so much, Faye. You are welcome, darling. Sarah, could you look into actress Megan Goode? Is she in the club? Well, you know what? I've actually been asked about her a lot. Now, I have no idea what she looks like, but the way she's choosing to show her energy to me is like Jessica Rabbit. Does she look anything like Jessica Rabbit, or is this just the way she wants her energy to be perceived? She's totally toying with me. She's like doing like this, like, come here, baby, come here, honey. You want to know if I'm in the club? You want to know? She doesn't want to tell me. She is a saucy lady, though. She is saucy. Sarah, and what's the truth behind the court case against her current boyfriend, actor Jonathan Majors? He was arrested for, I'm not going to say the word, but there was a physical altercation that happened with his ex-girlfriend, which resulted in Marvel dropping. So what are you asking about the court case? Are you asking if it's true? Yes. No. Are you asking if what she said happened? Yes. But if you want more specifics, you have to ask me specifically what you want to know, because Sarah, the question is a little overly vague. Let's get a little bit more specific about what you want to know about it, okay? Frols, Faye, you are amazing for this, and by this I mean just answering my questions and continuing to offer any insight that you have on Aaron Pierre. I love you, darling. I'm having a good time with you guys. And again, I've wanted to do this forever, so it's like, whatever. You got questions? I got answers. Bring them, baby. Like, it's all good.
Did you put up pasta?
Yes, I put up the water, but it has to boil first, my darling. Ashley, I think Courtney was so jealous of Kurt and eventually hated him because he made her realize more what she is and how disgusting and untalented and obsessed on hate Kurt's departure was. So, when I had looked into the best way of kind of comparing their energy was Kurt was a light and Courtney was like a moth, and she was driven into a frenzy by the light that Kurt was. And kind of like he held up a mirror to her. So you're not wrong, Ashley. Like, he enabled her to see her own shortcomings, and she didn't like what was being shown to her because it made her feel uncomfortable. So instead of looking in the mirror and saying, hey, let me work on myself, instead what she wanted to do was break the mirror so the mirror could no longer reflect back to her what made her feel uncomfortable. And yes, for sure, Ashley. Nicole, please don't take offense to this question, Frols, but I'm curious if you have a spiritual connection to Aaron Pierre. No one has ever focused so many questions on one person in a stream before. I think that's a great question. And I'm also just going to point out, a lot of you guys have past life connections to celebrities. So I think, Nicole, you're bringing up a really interesting point. Maybe there's a past life connection between Frols and Aaron Pierre that she is unknowingly responding to, and that's why she has so many questions about him. Ashley, I detest her. Jenna, at Ashley, she was trafficking girls and children long before she met Kurt, born evil. Hello, Willow Pillow, my darling. Hi, Faye. My sister, Jessie. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm not going to answer the question. That's not for me to say that. That's not for me to say. I appreciate that you're asking me the question. That's private. Like, that's between the mama and her baby. That's not for me to disclose. So I appreciate the question, but I'm not going to answer it. Ashley, her father even knew. Jenna, at Ashley, I've been studying every minute detail about Kurt's crossing over for 3 decades. Courtney's ties run deep. I'm curious, Jenna, is that actually how you found me? Was it because of the video that I had done on Kurt and Courtney? Sarah, is there a connection or correlation between belly fat and not expressing your creativity? Now, that is a great question. So I will say this. In the past, anytime I have looked into an issue that has to do either with the throat or the stomach, they are always connected. And here's why. Not just in a 3D sense. What we eat, it comes into our mouth and then we swallow it, throat, travels down our esophagus into our digestive tract and then into our stomach. So it is always connected because the food is either going down, sometimes it goes up, but even if the food doesn't go up, you can have the energetic resonance of it via heartburn that comes up. Now, what is in between your throat and your stomach? Your heart. So anytime I have seen somebody that has abdominal issues or throat issues, it is usually because they either do not feel comfortable being who they are and expressing who they are. So is one version of that, could it potentially be creativity? Absolutely. But here's another thing. Sometimes our body, in its inherent wisdom, if we do not feel safe in our environment, we are going to perhaps hold on to some excess weight, and it could mostly be focused around the abdominal region, because it's like a protective layer between us and the world. So it could either, it's an either or, it can either be not expressing our creativity, or not being who we are, or not feeling comfortable in our environment, or not literally even speaking what we came here to speak. So it's an either or kind of situation. It depends on the specifics of the person and the scenario. Jenna, at Ashley, her father worked for the CIA too. Ashley, her mother was a rich socialite. They owned San Francisco. I didn't know that. Jenna, at Ashley, she keeps pretending that she came from nothing to fit in with punk rockers. Ashley, she's one of the sickest of all time. Rachel, is it bad if I really love music that is in a band that's part of the club? I mean, I'm a metal. So here's the thing. Yeah. I think the water is boiling. Hold on.
Hey, Ma.
Hi, baby.
What you doing?
I was checking on the water. It's not, but then I don't know what that sound is. Oh, no, I do. All right, my neighbor upstairs is taking a shower. I can actually hear the water. What was the question? No, okay, so I have kind of answered this before. If something raises your vibration, your guides, hemming at the truth, your guides are never going to tell you not to do something if it raises your vibration. So, you know, I would say if you enjoy that kind of music, and it, like, because someone asked this question about like gangster rap or like watching a horror movie, you know what? If it makes you happy to do those things, do it. But as long as you're doing it and you're knowing that these people, like I don't, if it was me, you know, you do you, boo. But if it was me, I don't think I would maybe see these people in concert. But to listen to their music, if it raises my vibration, go for it. Your guides would tell you go for it. But like, again, concert, knowing what I know and how they siphon our energy, that I don't know if I would do. Swimmingly, Megan Goode is gorgeous. There you go. Like, her energy came into me like Jessica Rabbit. Ashley, Tina, then I'm the worst. I don't know what that means. Will the outdoorsman, Jesus saves. Preach. Jenna, oh my God, speaking of Macaulay and Kurt, apparently Macaulay's sister, now deceased, was around Kurt when he crossed over. That true Faye. Did she? No. Oh, we're talking about Kurt Cobain, right? No, I don't see that. Project 25. Is Teresa Graves Whitney Houston's biological what? Biological, I think you maybe meant child, right? There are rumors she was underage and it was arranged for her father to raise her with Sissy. Also, was Whitney and a relationship with, I think you're asking, did Whitney have a relationship with Robyn Crawford, right? Oh my God, no, you gotta slow down, I'm sorry. No, I don't think they had I think they were just really close friends. Although, hold on. No, it was a really close, it was a close friendship, but it was not a physical relationship. I thought maybe for a minute after Bobby Brown, but no, she just needed like emotional support and emotional comfort. That's more what was shown to me. Now, is she the mother of Teresa Graves? No, I do not see that. Sarah Lee, did they put the singer Kesha under MK Ultra? Oh, poor baby. She's been through hell and back. Was MK Ultra perhaps part of it? Yes. Yes. So the short answer is yes. To what degree? Not as bad as what's her name? Ariana Grande. They're at this point, Ariana. I'm sorry, guys, if you're an Ariana fan. They're frying Ariana's brain, and you can see that when you look at her body. She's just falling apart. Not as much as they did to Ariana. But they did. Yeah, they did a little bit to her. I don't know what percent. I don't know if this is like a percentage kind of thing, but they absolutely did. Is Tyler Henry? What does the real deal mean, Lisbeth? I need specifics. Sometimes if the question is overly vague, the guides are not going to know how to answer it. What does the real deal mean to you? Once I know that, I can answer the question. Rachel, okay. So if the music industry changes, what happens to all of the other bands that become mainstream in the past? Well, they're not going to be a vibrational match for where we're going. So either the music is going to have to change, or they're going to get phased out, and you're going to see a lot of people start to retire. Jenna said for sure. Jenna, he, that's for the reveal party. Yes, exactly. Willow Pillow, no problem. I understand. Thank you, darling. Ashley, that's how I found you, and I was blown up. I love that you found me that way. That's wonderful. Jenna, yep, Kurt takes me to the most beautiful souls. Frols, at Nicole Hottentrot, LOL, no worries. I don't even know why I am so interested in him. It's been a very long time since I've had a crush on any guy at all, whether he was famous or not. Well, look at it this way then. Thank God that you do. It's a beautiful thing. Nicole, at Frols, you should have Faye do a reading for you and get that answered for you. Thank you for the shout out, Nicole. And anyone who's had a reading with me, if you liked it and if you feel comfortable sharing, you could just say I had a reading in whatever it was. It was fantastic or it was rubbish. Like, whatever. If you feel comfortable sharing, I would be delighted for you guys to share that. At Jenna, yuppers, cushions your body like in armor. Millie, ooh, that is a good belly fat question. Sarah Lee, 50 Cent allegedly didn't attend the Diddy parties and people aren't sure if he's also knee deep in the dark stuff. What do you see with him? I have a soft spot for 50 Cent. I don't know why. Let me see what he wants to No, so he's reminding me. He's like, yo girl, don't you remember? You looked into my energy before. He's doing something funny. He's like he's not blowing me a kiss. He's like he's sending me a kiss that way. I don't know why. And then he's doing like, oh, no. So he's saying he doesn't, he's demonstrating he doesn't pledge allegiance to that flag. He pledges allegiance to the love flag, as in Team High Vibe. Not Team Dark Side, Team High Vibe. At Frols, at Nicole, I definitely will save up to get a reading with Faye about it. I'm now quite intrigued about it also. Jenna, you're not wearing makeup? Good God, you look incredible. Thank you, my darling. It was hot today, and I did a lot of walking on my own, and Pip did a lot of walking with me as well. By the way, somebody needs to rewrite the love languages. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, to borrow the terminology of the left, it's not quite inclusive enough. I think, going for a walk is a love language. I love to walk. Anyone watching, if you want to take me on a date, I'm so simple. I'm such a basic bitch. This is what you're going to want to do, okay? I mean, nice dinners are nice too, because I really don't get the opportunity to dress up all that much. Take me for an iced matcha and let's go for a walk in a bookstore. I will be so fucking happy. I'm such a basic bitch. Yeah, dinner is, how about this? If I really like a guy, this is what I'll do. I want to spend a lot of time with you. You're going to buy me an iced matcha. We're going to go for a walk in a bookstore. You're going to buy me a book because Because again, buying somebody a book should be a love language, okay? It's not a gift. It's different. It's not a gift. Like, to me, when I think of a gift, I think of like a tennis bracelet. If you buy me a book, that's different than a tennis bracelet. It's like you see me. Okay? So you're going to want to buy me a book, because I won't, if a guy's not generous, it's an energy, right? It's not about them being generous with their money. It's in energy. So if somebody is not generous with their money, that means they're not generous with their energy. That means they're stingy with their energy. They're not going to give you their energy. They're probably also not going to be a good lover, because it's an energy. It's a faucet.
Check on the water. Come check on the water.
I'm coming in 1 second. I'm in the flow. So they're going to have to buy me a book. Okay. They're going to have to. They don't have to do anything. It's a love language. Okay. Book. Then you're going to take me out for dinner, because it's an energy. Don't be a stingy motherfucker and be like, I bought you a matcha and I bought you a book. I'm not taking you out for dinner. That will be our one and only date, if a man ever said that to me. I got to check on my kids' water. I will be right back. You know what? I gotta turn it off because it's really boiling rather slowly. I turned it up so it will boil faster, okay? All right. So yeah, to who it was that was like, tell me about you. There you go. I just told you about me. All right. Let me go back and catch up on comments. Enough about me. We're not here to talk about my love languages. Oh God, I fell so far behind. I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. That was so selfish of me, talking about fucking books. Okay, here we go. Samaya Norwood, I have a little belly fat and acid reflux. So what are you not doing that you came here to do? Or in what way might you not feel safe with your environment? Nicole, okay fam, it's bedtime here. So it's time for me to say goodnight. Love to you all, and goodbye, darling. I'm so glad that you hung out with us as long as you did. I'm on here like, I don't know what, like it's noon. I have all the time in the world. Ashley, Whitney grew up 25 minutes from me. Interesting. Sarah Lee, at Samaya, I think having a little belly fat is more normal than being extra ripped. Isn't that the truth? Because in some way we're all living out of alignment. Sarah Lee, good night, Nicole. Willow Pillow, my son Ash, having a lot of tummy issues. Is it food allergy or something else? So here's the thing. Look at it. You know how I say everything that shows up in the 3D has a soul, spiritual, energetic, or vibrational element that's comprising it? Even if it is something in the 3D, it's because it's an energy. So the question is, what is it an energy of? Oh, the comments are flying by and I gotta catch up on them. Hold on. Sarah Lee, is the marriage between Marvel's Thor actor Chris Hemsworth and... Yes, it is. Because they've been married for fucking ever and they have a bunch of kids. So that's the benchmark. How long have they been married and do they have kids together? Ashley, what must you do to win an Oscar? Very dark things. Froles, good night, Nicole. Beth, I had... Pip from the other room, good night. Beth, I had a few readings and all of them were absolutely amazing. Thank you, Beth. I'm glad that they resonated. Ashley, I feel the same way about 50. Jenna, me too. I be strolling. Sarah Lee, is Piers Morgan, British journalist and television host in the club? So first of all, Piers is very arrogant. He does a good job of hiding it, but he's like, he would never. Now here's the thing. Not everyone is honest with their self-reporting. See Madonna. He's telling me, and it's not to say that I don't believe him. It's just it's a disclaimer. Because of his arrogance, he is saying no, like what do you mean? Like, how could you even, like, think of his British accent. Like, I can't even imitate it. But it's the essence. What he's basically saying is like, what do you mean? Like, my success is not due to anybody else. I'm just a great host. Like, what? How could you even ask me that question? So I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no. I'm saying he's really fucking arrogant and he's not allowing me to see. Now I can see, let me see if I can see around him. He is going like this. He's like, it's like he's holding like a barrier. He doesn't want, so I'm gonna say yes. Here's why. He is trying so hard to not allow me to see around him, to see the truth. Like he's trying very hard to obfuscate it. So I'm gonna say yes. He is in the club. And he doesn't want us to know he's in the club because he's so arrogant. He wants us to think he's successful because he's so great. But I call bullshit. So I'm gonna say yes, he is in the club. Gotta catch up on comments, hold on. Here we go. Rachel, how exactly does, it just jumped. How exactly does the music have to, let me hold it. How exactly does the music have to change? Just wondering, like if my future husband was going to, God damn it. If my future husband was going to get into heavy metal, how would it have to change? Is it more about the lyrics and the vibration as well? Millie, I've had multiple readings with Faye and they've been so enlightening. I always feel inspired and energized after them. Faye is magical. Whoa, that's a lot of zeros. Thank you, Millie, for your kind words. And I'm very glad that the information that I brought to you resonated and it resonated for your highest good as well. Willow Pillow, is Sabrina Carpenter Team Dark Side? She seems to have a nice energy. She's not Team Dark Side, but she's in the club, but she's multi-generational in the club. So she was born in the club. So look at it this way. Someone that was born in the club doesn't have to do the same initiation rituals as somebody that joins it in their adult years. She was raised in it. Ashley, yes, big time. Barb, heart sending, thank you, darling. Thank you for the vibes. Ashley said she's dark. I don't know who you're talking about, honey. Swimmingly, do you know of a good vitamin or natural supplement that helps you with energy or focus? B. A good multivitamin B. But here's the thing. A lot of the sublingual things that we take orally, when we digest it, our body isn't absorbing all of the nutrients. I use a vitamin B patch and it's, oh, and also, hold on. Let me go check on Pip's Water and I'll show you some of the supplements that I take. I'm not a doctor. You have to research it for yourself or talk to your doctor. I'm just sharing my experience. Like, we got to be so super careful. Please do not ever take anything I say to replace your own medical advice or speaking to your own medical practitioner. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm reminding you, I'm just sharing. These are my experiences. This is what has worked for me. I take ginkgo biloba. This has literally changed my life. I kid you fucking not. This has changed my life. Now, when I told my doctor I was taking it, my doctor is a DO, so she's extensively studied other, like Eastern medicine as well. So it's going to sound scary. What this does is it thins your blood. So another way of saying that is if somebody has a lot of stagnant chi in their body, when you have thinner blood, it's helping with circulation. So it's moving molecules and energy around your body. So it is giving your sluggish chi a boost. This is what works for me. Please do your own research and speak to your medical practitioner before you yourself start taking ginkgo biloba. This is by a fabulous doctor here in Los Angeles. This is by Regen Labs. The doctor's name is Mark Galili. He's fabulous. This is called NeuroDrive. Fucking magic. I take this in the morning with the matcha, and it's like I feel my brain like has been, it's my brain is online. It's like I'm waking up when I take this. This is really fantastic for like mental acuity. You will literally feel like your brain has been turned on. Now the other thing that I take, and by the way, I have not been sponsored. No one has paid me to talk about these products. I am not an influencer. No money has been exchanged. Again, this is my own experience with things that work for me. Now the other thing is, this is great brand. You can buy some of their products, but not all of them on Amazon. It's called Patch MD. So this is a patch that you put on your body. I personally wear the B12 Plus during the day, and I put on the Magna Calm at night. This helps tremendously with sleep. If you are a middle-aged woman and your sleep is suffering, trust. Now, the only thing you want, I would be remiss if I didn't share with you about this. You might get some red spots where you put it. That's normal. At least it's normal for me, because I used to, it's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. This is also kind of considered oversharing what I was going to say. But I have experience wearing patches in the past. And in my experience, maybe it's just for me, I have sensitive skin. But in my experience in the past, anytime I have ever worn a patch on my skin, it's irritated my skin a little bit, and it does make it a little bit red. That's what works for me. That is not sponsored. That is me sharing what I genuinely use and I genuinely love. I got to catch up on comments. And I don't know why my kids' water is taking so long to boil. This is like crazy. Sarah, will our generation see the end of the dark reality? I think so, because what's consistently been shown to me is by 2032, we're going to be in a very different world. So again, it's a potential, so I can't tell you definitively, oh yes, for sure, because timelines change. But again, what's been shown to me consistently every time I look into it, 2032. It's gonna, guys, but here's the thing. The old systems really have to come down. It's not gonna be fun, and it's not gonna be pretty. They're being revealed now. They gotta come down, guys. So 2026 is gonna be gnarly as fuck. 2027 maybe, 2028. 2026 is like the kickoff. We all are going to go through a collective dark night of the soul. And if you've already gone through one, congratulations, you are just more well equipped to deal with what's coming. But it's not, even if you're awake, even if you've gone through a dark night of the soul, imagine seeing the collective go through it. We might not go through it individually, but you're gonna see it, and it's gonna be fucking gnarly. But again, it's only a potential, but what's consistently been shown to me, totally different world, 2032, and a great world. Swimmingly, do you know of, oh, sorry, I just read that. Why did Buffy say, I don't know, why did what about her? I don't know. Thank you, Sarah Lee. Jenna, pretend to be indigenous. She thought it was edgy, and she thought it was cool, and she was trying to be unique. Jenna, for so many, no, not club related. This was like her own. So I don't know when this was, but I'm getting the distinct impression it was before the club. No, she did it to, again, a lack of self-love. She didn't think on her own merit she was special enough. So she felt she had to say, not that she of course had to, because there was a lack of self-love, she felt she had to say that she was, because it was going to make her unique and it was going to make her special. Beth, I see Buffy question, Jenna, and I just answered it too, so we know we all saw it. Ashley, Sarah, that was really weird. I got upset by that I don't know what comment. The Royal Frick, heavy metal is pretty good. Right, so to you. So that's why my guides are always like, hey, you know, if you enjoy it, you do you, boo. Sarah, yes, I had to read the comments 2 times, really weird. Sabrina Carpenter, that was creepy. Beth, yes, Sarah, I didn't want to... I lost the plot, guys, I'm sorry. Jenna, a patch? Ooh, bring that. Swimmingly. Ooh, awesome. I'll restock my vitamins, but having want to know what works for other people too. Good, because that's all I can speak about. Sarah Lee, oh, okay. I thought you meant the troll I just blocked. Project 25. Was LaToya Jackson telling the truth about her father's assaulting her and her sisters into her? Yes. Yes. Swimmingly. Ooh, I'm going to try. Yes, ginkgo. Oh my God, ginkgo blue. I'm telling it. Again, this is only my experience. Ginkgo changed my life. Because I also sometimes have occasional fatigue. I can't even remember the last time. And this is a big ass bottle. This is 120 pills. And it's like, I don't know. This is a 4-month supply. I have maybe 1 month left in here. The fire got burned under, like my, I love you. My personal engine like got online real fast. I would say maybe like 10 days to 2 weeks in. I don't remember saying I was getting off. Swimmingly, yeah, I felt sluggish since I stopped taking ADHD meds. Yes, baby, because there's. It's taking really long, baby. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I keep turning it up, and it's still taking long.
Is it not boiling yet?
No, I turned it up again. Still not boiling. I'm sorry, baby. How long does it take for a pot of water to boil? Long, apparently.
Not a lot of time normally.
Ashley, I had to restrain from going. I don't know. I totally missed the plot. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if somebody came in here and brought negative energy. Swimmingly, I only want to try natural remedies now. Swimmingly, where do they sell? So you can get it on his website, regenlabs.com. I don't know if you guys can see it with the glare. Regenlabs.com. So he has a lot of stuff that I actually want to try, that I haven't gotten around to trying. But for me, like I really felt I needed this, and this has been a total game changer for me. So regenlabs.com. Jenna, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Swimmingly, ooh wow, you have all the good stuff. I mean, I'm committed to only taking natural remedies and not doing anything with Big Pharma any longer. So I do a lot of research, and I have a fabulous I mean, here's the thing. If you can get yourself a good doctor that's out of the box, it is a blessing. Here's also the thing about Regen Labs. This is a doctor that developed it, okay? He is also, I forgot what it stands for. He's a DO. I forget, but it's basically a DO is somebody that goes through med school, but they don't do rotations. They only do the med school part itself. But he gets it. He thinks out of the box. He asks questions. He does his own research. Like, I learned so much just from him. He's also, by the way, on Instagram, and he does a lot of videos. But it's not Regen. I think his handle is Mark Galili, or Dr. Mark Galili. I learned a lot from him because he thinks for himself. He asks questions. And whereas a lot of other doctors will just tell you the standard protocol, he'll be like, actually, that standard protocol doesn't work, and here's why. Like, a lot of standard doctors will tell you, oh yeah, it's totally safe to get an MRI and to get it with contrast. And then you discover, oh no, do you know that contrast is toxic? The ingredients in the contrast are toxic to the human body. A regular doctor is not going to tell you that. He will. You can tell I'm a big fan. Ashley, what vibes do you get from methadone? I love you, Ashley. Swimmingly, yes, patches leave a mark on me too. Okay, I think it might just be like a sensitive skin. Sarah Lee, was Angela Merkel Germany's former? No. She was going through withdrawal from the juice. And if you know what I'm talking about, okay? Withdrawal from the juice, not cloned. Robot, sup, but I don't know what that word is. Beth, thank you so much for sharing. Of course. Ashley, what world do you, here's the thing. It's a world we've never been in before. So it's not even something my mind can comprehend, because my guides, and anyone who's had a session with me, I always say, like, what's shown to me could be a metaphor, because my guides will bring me the goods in a way that I can make sense of it, so that way when I relay it to the person, it makes sense. So not everything that's shown to me can I even, sometimes I'm shown something, I can't make sense of it because it's not for me to understand, it's for the person that I'm working with, for them to understand it. What's been shown to me is not even something, I don't even have a reference point for what it is, because it's a world that we have never had. That it's just a totally different world. It's the only way that I can explain it. I can't even put into words what's been. It's literally like what was shown to me is like people walking outside and looking at a tree like they were on acid, but not because they were on acid, but because the veil was lifted and they could see the world as it truly is and as it has always been, but we have been too veiled to see it. So it's us, all of us, living without a veil. And peace and prosperity and us no longer living in servitude. This is the best way that I can relay the information to you. Jenna, yep, gonna be rough. Hold on to your loved ones. Ashley, why is all this information being exposed and people are acting desensitized? Because they are. Why are people not furious about what? Because there's too much cognitive dissonance. For them to admit the world that we have been living in is nothing like the world we thought it was, will shatter people's lives, because it's not just the shattering of one illusion, it's the shattering of every illusion. Jenna, thanks girl. That took a week and 10 tries to ask. So sorry. Hello, Bella Morgan. Rachel, I agree. I don't know what you agree. Again, I lost the plot. Bella, what were your thoughts on channeling Courtney Love? I'm trying to think if I could surmise it, what I would say about her. One word, disingenuous. What's the ringing sound in ears? It's a recalibration. It's when we are getting recalibrated. But yes, curses are real. But here's the thing. Curses can only connect and stick to you if you're a vibrational match for them and to them. So focus on raising your own personal vibration, because inherently at its core, a curse is low vibe. So the higher vibe you are, the less the curse can actually stick to you. And no, you don't need to wear a red band around your wrist for a curse not to resonate. That's complete BS. Yes, it is wild. Swimmingly, I'm going to Target first thing in the morning. I was just there twice in the last 2 days, don't ask. Rachel, what's the story with actor John Candy? He crossed over young. No. I'll answer. He was not sacrificed. What did he know about the health? So he, again, as I've shared with you guys in other videos, when somebody is holding on to that much excess weight, it's an indication they don't feel safe, or at one point in their life they didn't feel safe. The only way for them to feel safe is to have extra weight on their body. So he had a lot of trauma at a young age. a lot of trauma. And again, this has been shown to me consistently time and time again. People will use humor to diffuse their hurt because people, like from their point of view, oh, if I'm funny, people would never think I'm so deeply wounded. And they don't want people looking too closely at their wounds because they don't even want to look at their wounds. So in his case, he was overtaxing his body with carrying around that much excess weight. So he was, no, like that was what we would, kind of what we would call like natural causes. Ashley, that juice is something else. It destroys everything. Isn't that the truth? Swimmingly Solar, do your ears ring if your guides want? Sometimes, yes. I will sometimes get, or a better way of saying it, I'll sometimes get confirmation. If I'm saying something and I'm on the right track, they will sometimes, I will get specifically in my left ear, because this is the side that we receive on. So I will get a lot of ringing, or I'll almost hear things like I'm underwater. Like the auditory sound changes because they really want me to like pay attention and focus on one particular thing that I'm saying. So I will sometimes get confirmation if I'm really, really onto something through some sort of auditory disturbance in my left ear. Yes, that's exactly it. They want you to pay close attention. Exactly. Swimmingly, why do ears ring on cue sometimes? That I actually don't know. Ashley, I can't wait until 20, but it's going to get gnarly first. Just remember that. Sarah, is the marriage of Pierce Brosnan and yes. No. I'm sorry. It's not a club. No, not club. Deep love. Those two really, really love each other. Deep. Like, I'm talking like past life love. Like many past life loves. It's not a club marriage. It's a deep soul connection between the two of them. I'm sorry. I misread your question, Sarah. That was not good on my part. Ashley, it was so easy to desensitize. I mean, it's been a concerted effort. The gratuitous violence in movies and the news only reporting bad news and video games. Like, it's an effort. I gotta go check on my kids' water. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys. Real life over here. Yay, it's finally boiling. Baby, which one do you want, honey bun? Lead. Tricolor? Okay, I love you all, but here's the thing. I gotta get off soon. Not because I want to, but because this is going to be a bitch to do timestamps on. This is going to be a motherfucking bitch from hell. So I gotta get off before this gets too long because already as it is, I don't want to do timestamps. It's going to be too long. I gotta get off in the next few minutes because it's wow. Jenna, comedy show, I don't want to say the word, Unalive Tony, just had a Netflix special featuring Adam Ray, who you once said was being introduced to club membership. Is Tony getting in there too? Yes, already is. Bella Morgan, I think the energy of working constant 9 to 5. Yes, and burnout. Yes, is just trying. Yes. Well, that's also, you know, as I had said at the beginning, that's also part of the matrix, honey. Jenna, thanks for the John Candy question. I love him so much. Sarah, could you look into the actor Rami Malek? No, not born in it, joined it later. Yeah, he's a biological male. Swimmingly, yes, my left ear too. Wow. When are you going to write a book? I don't know. I mean, apparently I'm going to be doing it over the next few years because I know that, what do you call it? What's the planet? Where's Ashley when I need her? Ashley, my astrologer. Neptune just moved into my 9th house, and that's publishing, and that's broadcasting. So here, we're already seeing it, guys. Do you guys realize in the last, 3 weeks, I got 800 new subscribers? Neptune just casually slid into my 9th house and my broadcasting blew up. So it's also publishing. So yeah, apparently like in the next, I don't know how long, but I'm going to be writing a book. I don't know when. I don't know what it's about, guys. Like, guides, do you want to weigh in on this? They're like, they're saying pick a topic and write a book about it. That's not very helpful, but thank you guys. I don't know. It's going to happen. I just don't know what I'm supposed to write about. I'm so sorry. I'm so not helpful at times. Jenna, drummer Toby Vale is said to have been raised in a cult. She dated a couple of dudes in the music scene, including Kurt. What kind of cult is she in? A sex cult. Okay then. Beth, just got major pressure in left ear when you said, oh, there you go, Beth. I love that. You're getting your own confirmation, honey. Sarah Lee, how poisonous is cocoa? Oh. Well, hold on. You know what used to be in it? Do you think they ever really changed the formula? Just like the government agreed they were doing MK Ultra and they never said they stopped. What do you think the secret ingredient is? The eponymous name Coca-Cola. That's the secret ingredient. Jenna, I think 80s horror movies were made to there you go, baby, you got it. I agree with you. Rachel, will all these mass pow events go away when the yes, it will. Definitely. Beth, skip I know, but the replay crew. Dear God, the replay. How many people? I want to, honestly, if you are ever part of the replay crew, this is a poll. If there's no timestamps, how likely are you to watch a video all the way through? Or do you just kind of hop around? Or please be honest, if there's no timestamps, are you like, fuck this shit, and you bounce and you don't even watch the video? This is totally not scientific. I just want to know for my own knowing. Samaya, as a first-time client, which reading of yours would you recommend? So it depends. Great question. Book a consultation with me. It's free. Let's discuss what your goal is. What are you looking for? What do you want to get out of the session? And then I will guide you towards the session that I think is the right fit for you. I would never tell somebody because it's not a one-size-fits-all. We all have different needs, right? So I would say book a consultation and I'll go over it. We'll discuss like what do you want? What do you want to get out of the reading? And then I will guide you. Sarah Lee, LOL, right, Beth? Sarah, could you look into fasting and it is beneficial for the body. That is what has been shown to me. What has also been shown to me, we do not need nearly as much food as we eat. And in fact, you don't need to eat 3 times a day. And no, breakfast is not always the most important meal of the day either. Like, so I can't eat in the morning. I will get so nauseous if I eat in the morning. I can't. My body cannot handle food in the morning. I cannot eat until maybe 1, 2, maybe even sometimes later. So you have to, again, you don't have to do anything. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Please forgive me. I encourage you to listen to your body. We have been programmed and conditioned to believe that we need to eat. That is a concerted effort to ground us into our physical body. But in fact, here's the thing. The less we eat, the more we can start to get in touch with our ethereal body. So this idea that, we eat, breakfast is the most important, 1 second, baby. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's not true.
How long have you been on for?
Long.
How long? How many
I don't
minutes?
know.
Almost 4 hours.
Almost 4 hours. So listen to your body. Discover because we don't need to eat as much as we do. Some people can eat 1 meal a day and they are fine. They are fine. Listen to your body. Get acquainted with it. And then allow your own body to direct you with what its needs are. I gotta check on my kids' food. 1 second. I got food in my mouth. I'm sorry. I just had to make sure it wasn't done yet. Rachel, I try to broadcast astrology because I think it's important. Start a YouTube channel, honey. I'm telling you, this is the wave of the future. Legacy media is dead. And in fact, in the future, there's going to be a move away from news as a whole, because we're not meant to know what's happening on the other side of the globe. Like, our brains literally cannot even handle it. So as more and more of us are waking up, we're going to be directing ourselves toward what resonates towards us. It's going to be a lot more metaphysical topics. I see YouTube and other platforms like it blowing up with a lot of people coming out and creating content like this, and I'm here for it. I think it's amazing. Project 25, was Lauryn Hill a part of the club? Did she, if so, did she have enough of it, because it seems though she exited? Hold on, was it her or Maya that I looked into? Very depressed. Was it her? I don't remember if it was her or Maya. No, I think, guys, please tell me. We're literally at the point, I don't remember who I've looked into anymore. That's how many people I've looked into. Ashley, can you elaborate on that, Sarah? I don't know what question that is. Swimmingly, where is Britney Spears' soul right now? Oh, she's just, that poor girl. Her soul is in her body, but she's very tortured. She's literally a tortured soul, but her soul is in her body, her original body, not the clone's body. Jenna, what? We've been drinking on, yes. No, you haven't. Why do you think Trump can work as hard as he does? How many Diet Cokes does he have a day? 4? The man can work like a machine because he's unknowingly drinking a cola. Beth, I knew it was in the soda, but still, that's the secret ingredient. Beth, I watch either way. Beth, that's because you're an OG. That's why. I'm curious if other people that are not like an OG, if they're as committed as some of you guys. I don't know. It's a good question. Sarah, the companies and Ancestry.com, 23andMe, what are they doing with the they didn't get their own video. There's a segment in a previous AMA, Sarah. Go back and watch it. Bella Morgan, I like either. Depends on the top. Here's the thing though, if it's just a live stream where I'm just going, you don't necessarily know what the topic is, right? If it's a free throw like this and it's 4 hours long and there's no timestamps, would you watch it? Jenna, keeps things organized. I know the timestamps. I'm trying to get on top of it, guys. You know what I'm doing on my free time? I started a spreadsheet of every topic in an AMA. So if somebody asks about, first of all, it will help me remember. But then also if somebody asks, I have a spreadsheet. I can just look up the person's name, copy the link, bam, paste it, and move on with my life. The Virgo inside of me was like, yeah, baby, yeah. My Virgo stellium was like, oh, baby, more. We need more organization. Ashley, I don't care about timestamps. Seriously, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Swimmingly, I like playing your long format videos when I am working on something. I like to learn while I do laundry and cook, etc. This is good feedback. Thank you. Samaya, I also feel like they put Coke or some odd drug in those Celsius energy, and my mom drinks them, and I'm like, I'm not saying the word. I'm not saying. I am on my mother's case about seed oils. If mom, I don't think she's still here. I love you, mom. I'm on her case about seed oils. I can only pick one battle. Laura, I'd love to get a reading. Honey, go to my website, book yourself a free consultation. I got you, girl. Swimmingly, you give so much interesting info usually. Just let the whole video play so I don't miss. I love that. Thank you. Sarah, the AMAs are just too good. I would always watch them through regardless of time. That is good to know. Thank you. I mean, it really is good feedback. Thank you. Jenna, wait, as long as you can to break fast. I don't know what that means. Bella Morgan, food yes, it grounds you into your physical vessel. And the more time we spend in this body, the more disconnected we are from our ethereal body. Jenna, it's hard on the liver to continuously filter food all day long. It really is. I gotta go check on my kids' food. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Like, multitasking at its finest over here. All right, this is done. Let me drain this and feed you, my darling. Love?
What?
It needs to cool down a few minutes. Do you want me to give it to you and you'll cool it down, or do you want it to sit here and cool down?
Put it in the fridge and
Okay. Good thinking, my love. Pip woke up late this morning, or he would have already been asleep. This is a little late for him. Bella, I don't eat a big breakfast. I feel like, yeah, I might even vomit if I ate breakfast. Jenna, thanks, Pip. Ashley, he grew up so much. Sarah, could you look into the late Nelson? He's on my list. Here's the thing. In this case, I don't want to do a quick read on him because his connection to the Mandela effect, as in the Mandela effect is named after him, I feel like there's something really, really notable and juicy there, and I actually want to save it probably for a freestanding video. So I'm not going to look into him right now because I have a feeling he's going to get his own video, okay? Ashley, Lauryn Hill was from Newark, New Jersey too. That does not surprise me. There's something very like East Coast about her. Rachel, I will definitely eventually do YouTube. You were talking about added weight, and I definitely am trying to lose all my weight I gained over the years, working on that slowly. Just spend more time living your purpose. Jenna, I gotta get drug tested for work all the time. Never positive though. I'm talking when I used to imbibe and I got you. Ashley, Faye, the spreadsheet, it is so fucking Virgo. And the Virgo inside of me is like preening like a motherfucking peacock. Sarah, the Kaaba in Mecca, a cubical shrine in Saudi Arabia, which is the focal point for Muslims' worship and pilgrimage. What are the real energies? It's rooted in the club, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it's definitely rooted in... I feel like I'm going to have to tread carefully here because, you know, we can get sensitive about our religion. So I'm just going to remind everybody, all religions have been corrupted. Not just my religion, not just your religion, all religions. And it's either been corrupted because things have been taken out of context or taken out of prayer books, or things that were not there originally have been put into it. So I'm not singling out any one particular religion. They have all been corrupted. The question is, how bad have they been corrupted? Is it a willful, intentional corruption? Were things added gratuitously, or were things taken out? Were things said that actually have no context? Because it's all been corrupted. So I keep reading your question. I'm trying to understand what exactly you're asking about it, though. Can you rephrase the question so I can dive into it a little bit more deeply, okay? Hello, Jonathan T. Rachel, I agree. I gained weight when I didn't feel safe. You were The guides bring the goods. Jenna, Wonder Woman at work over here. I love that. Ashley, Sarah, Dam, Intense. Why do so many religions feel that Israel is there, and why was it designed? That's, I could do an entire standalone video on that. There's so much corruption around the state of Israel. I'm sorry. Like, this is what gets people labeled like an anti-Semite. I'm Jewish. I obviously cannot be an anti-Semite. I don't hate myself and I don't hate my religion. I'm just calling out there is so much corruption around the state of Israel, the way that it was founded, and the fact that if anyone says anything negative against a Jew, they automatically get labeled an anti-Semite. It's all done with intention. So I'm going to try to do as brief as I can in this case. Damn, there's so much information. How the fuck do I share? I'm gonna have to do like a freestanding video on this, Ashley. There is so much information. I don't even think that I can give you like a basic bitch 30-second version of this. This is gonna have to be like a Nelson Mandela. There's just too much information. I can't.
You're getting off.
There's just too much. I know, I'm getting off very, very soon. I am, I really am.
Very hurting.
I'm sorry, honey. Hold on.
I want to blood deep.
I know, I'm bouncing. Guys, I'm catching up on comments and I'm bouncing. 1 second. Samaya, have a good night, everyone. Ashley, I have a video on Dubai. Please go back and watch it. It's in the playlist, Environmental Energy Reads. I gotta bounce, guys. I'm sorry. Ashley, organized religion as a whole, absolutely on purpose, yes. Project 25, what is the point of being hazed? And why must one go through all that just to be a part of a sorority? They're trying to, it's a survival of the fittest. But in this case, what does the fittest mean? Who's the most depraved? Who's willing to do the darkest things to get into a club? Ashley, I know exactly why I asked about Israel. Sarah, what I mean with the Kaaba, are there, yes, but again, it's too much to go into. There's dark energies associated because it's a perversion of the concept that was first put into place. Bella, I wonder if Candace Owens is right about the series on, I haven't seen any of it. I like a lot of her content. I don't know why, there's something about the Harvey Weinstein series that I just didn't feel called to watch. I love the Macron series. I love, for the most part, a lot of her content. That one I haven't felt called to it. But I really like a lot of her content overall. Beth, good night, Faye and Pip and everyone. Love you. You guys are awesome. Can I just say, first of all, give yourself some hearts. If you have been here the entire time, like I didn't even let you guys know I was hopping on here. There was nothing. It was just here. I just showed up and you guys just showed up too. You're awesome. If you've been, whether you've been here the whole time or you've been here a little bit, more hearts, guys. Whether you've been here a little bit of time or the entire time, thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to remind you, if not for you, I'd be some weird chick just talking to herself on YouTube. So thank you for showing up. Because then I'm still weird, but I'm a lot less weird. You're most welcome, Jenna. Good night, everybody. Pip, do you want to say good night, darling? Pip? I'm saying good night from Pip. Will they? I don't think so. Because did you see the segment I did on him, honey? Find the segment on him, go back and watch it. I don't think that's going to happen to him. And if you haven't seen the segment and you go back and watch it, you'll understand why. Good night, Moon. I love that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Members, I will try so hard. I have a fabulous video on L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology. I will try my hardest to record it for you guys tomorrow. It's so good. It is so good. Ashley, I love you, honey. I love you. I love all of you. I love all of you. Have a good night, everyone. And that's all I got. Good night. Have a good night. Jenna, gonna watch the replay right after. Sweet dreams. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you all soon. There we go.